100 line. Okay, so we're finishing up 2 routes, and then we're finally delving more into the Hierarchical route today. How exciting! And I don't really have a time limit. I'm just gonna keep going until I'm kind of tired of 100 line, which might be soon, but I don't know. We'll see. But we'll definitely finish this. We'll finish something else, and then the vast majority of our time will be on the Hierarchical route. Who knows? We might reach the story dock too. I doubt it though. What were the choices for this one again? I don't remember. What is it? Where's the 11th? Oh, right. Yeah, I found him. Hey, he's like, it's gonna be like super existential. Wait, I'm the 11th Eito? You know, Eito, I had you all wrong. I thought you were going to twist the rules just like you twisted my perception. It would be so easy for you to put me in a situation where I couldn't possibly win. But now that I think about it, that's not what you would oh my god. But now that I think about it, that's not what you would really want. What do you mean by that? It wouldn't be enough for you to just steal my body. If you didn't give me a fair chance to win, watching me struggle wouldn't have been nearly so satisfying for you. Without that, your victory, your revenge would lose all meaning. I like how regardless of the choice you make, it still ends up as Takumi calling Eito out. Eito's probably like so confused. Like, what? No, bro, there's no 11th Eito. Are you stupid? Like, that's why I'm sure you actually did create a fake 11th you to beat me within the rules you set. Interesting. You know me so well, Takumi. It's disgusting, really. But that doesn't mean you found the 11th me, does it? Ava was your last hope, and she's dead and gone now. It's true I failed to find the fake within the time limit. With everyone looking the same to me, there was no way I could tell who was real and who was fake. I was desperate to find some method of telling them all apart. By that point, I'd already fallen into your trap. What do you mean? Even if I just guessed at random, there'd be a chance I'd find the fake by accident. You couldn't allow that, so you came up with a countermeasure. The 11th Eito has been in the same place all along, the one place I never thought to look. Oh, and where is that? Some place I totally ignored, somewhere no one has any reason to go. Your room. I mean, it makes sense. Nobody's used it since you were captured on day 2. Everyone just ignores it. It's the perfect blind spot. That's where you've been hiding the fake. It's somewhere I'd never look, but it still follows the rules of him being somewhere in the school. My god, this Takumi guy is an idiot! I'm going there now. If I'm right, I'll see you there. The fake you, that is. And once I cut him down, this game will be over. You lose, Eito. I don't think things will be going according to plan. Things haven't been going according to plan for you, so I'm just gonna assume that theme is gonna keep going. It'll be okay, I figured out the answer. I have to believe in myself. God, it is blindingly white in here. Hello, Takumi. I was wondering when you were going to get here. He's here. I knew it. I was right. I win, Eito. I think this might be a real person. Huh? I took out the knife that had killed Ava and stabbed the fake Eito with it. Uh-oh. You thought I wouldn't believe you, didn't I? Oh, I'm cringing at this. That's why you lost. Why? Eito slumped forward and fell to the ground. I did it. I found the fake Eito and killed him. I've won the game. Now the Eito inside my head will disappear. Wait a minute. I killed the fake, so why isn't it fading away? Oh, Takumi. Eito's body was still on the floor in front of me, a pool of blood spreading out underneath it. Why? It's perfectly simple. That wasn't the fake. Yeah, Who was in here, then? What? But it had to be. Who else could it be? Why would anyone else be in your room? Oh, look, they're holding one of those notes he handed out. Maybe that would give you your answer. A note? It was true, the Ato on the ground was holding a note with the number 1 on it. This is from when I was trying to tell everyone apart. There's something on the back? What if it's Nozomi? Oh my god. I turned over the note and an uneasy feeling rising in my stomach. Oh my god, dude! This is such a horrible route for Takumi, man. Come to Ato's room on day 62. Wait for me inside. What? I'll explain everything later, but don't tell anyone about this until I do. No. Did you do this? You're the one who wrote it, Takumi. I just tweaked your perception a little so you wouldn't notice. You really had no idea. I did a masterful job hiding it, if I do say so myself. So, even back then, when I was writing these notes, you knew I'd come here? Give me some credit, Takumi. By the time you think of anything, I'm already 2 steps ahead. You two are sharing a body, by the way, and also sharing a mind. Takumi. It's over, bro. Regardless of your choices. I just didn't want to do anything to draw your attention to it and risk making you suspicious. Then, who is this? I looked down at the Ato sprawled at my feet. He was still alive, but it looked like he might breathe his final breath at any moment. Who could it be? Who do you think I chose? It can't be. I did this to one of my friends? Including the prisoner, that makes 2 victims so far. 3 if you count me. I'm going to kill you, Ato. Yes, that's it. That's the look I wanted to see on your face, Takumi. I wanted you to feel the same kind of hatred that I do for all of humanity. Face it, you were never cut out to be a hero. You're like me. Hate is what drives you. Shut up. I'm nothing like you. You're exactly like me. The fact that you killed me without listening to what I had to say is proof of that. Yeah, you know what? That's true. He did clock you there. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It is not what you think. Complete misunderstanding. Why so angry, Takumi? Did I touch a nerve? Ato, you're dead. Uh-oh. Takumi, why? Huh?
There you go. You've done it again.
Well, GG's, everyone.
Done what?
You think I only gave that note to one of the others? And there was no time specified on it, remember? It's just a coincidence that she was the first one to show up.
Oh, it is Nozomi. Oh my god.
She?
Whoops. Did I give it away? So, what are you going to do now? You stabbed 2 of your very dearest friends.
They're not dead yet. And we still have the Revive-O-Matic, so...
Well, not for one of them. Also, you absorbed her, or not her. Nozomi's the one on the floor. You absorbed whoever this is, Himoenema. So, oh my god, man! If you hate Takumi as a character, this is the perfect route for you. This is really fitting. Wonderful! I can feel the power surging through me. What did you do? Oh. Well, I guess you could also do this to Nozomi. Okay, that's fair. The bodies have now become dried up blackened mummies.
Stealing your friend's Himoenema, Takumi? That's crossing a line.
He took control of my arm and absorbed the Himoenema?
How could you make me do that?
Now they can't ever be brought back to life. You can't fix this, Takumi. You're a killer, a murderer, a traitor. I said you were just like me, but I think you might actually be worse. Ato, I have to kill him. Kill. Uh-oh. Hey, let's hope someone else doesn't walk through that door, huh? I'll kill you, Ato! Takumi, why are you covered in blood? Eito, I'll get him this time. Oh, this is what we're doing. Okay. It's over. Eito shriveled into a mummy and slumped down, dead. What are you doing, Takumi? Something's wrong with him. We have to get out of here. Eito, you won't get away from me. Wow, this must be a nightmare for everyone involved. Takumi, how could you? I'll kill you. I have to kill you. Bye. 2 more mummies fell to the ground. Too bad, neither of those were the fake. And there is a fake me, just like you said. I want to win this fair and square. Is there? You said it's over just now, but is it over for me? Or for you? My mind was being choked by pure, unfettered hatred. There were no thoughts in my head anymore, just a desire to kill Eito. And everywhere I looked, there he was. I stabbed him, slit his throat, absorbed his emo anima so he could never come back. But every time his presence only got stronger, and so did my hate. He's in the school somewhere. I'll find him and kill him. I won't stop until he's gone for good. Well, this one's probably Ugamu. Bye, Ugamu. I'm gonna take a gander and say this one's Takamaru. What's going on? Where are you? My trusty sword in my hand, I killed Eito again and again. But I still hadn't found the fake. All the bodies still looked like Eito. He was still alive. This wouldn't go away until he was gone for good. I'll kill you, Eito Aotsuki. I'll destroy everything that you are. Yes, that's it. I did this all for you, you know. To help you become the real you. Shut your damn dirty mouth. Oh, so scary. You're really letting the hate take over now. But it's still not enough. Your blade will never reach me like that. Embrace it even further, Takumi. Give in to hate, the strongest emotion of them all. The one thing that unites you and me. I'll kill you. You're really diving into this whole kill thing. I don't blame you, by the way, but damn. Yes, kill me. Fill me with your hatred. I will. That's right. I will. Yeah, this makes sense. I guess. So what, this round is 4 endings. That's not bad. Decent number. The hate. I will reject it. Wow, you already like killed almost all of them. Are you crazy? I'll embrace it. We'll leave rejected for last. You didn't need to tell me. Of course I'm going to kill you. I'll kill you no matter what the cost. I will kill you. And I did. I killed Eito as painfully and thoroughly as I could. At some point, the sensation of swinging my sword faded away. I'd become one with my hate. There was nothing else. My vision was filled with red. I couldn't even see Eito anymore. I wasn't done yet. There was still more I had to do. Still another Eito to kill. I don't think this one's an Eito. Sumino, what are you? Okay, yeah. At the same moment, Siri's body was torn in half. Oh, kill yourself? Okay, yeah, that's fair. The bomb inside my body detonated and I blacked out. But that didn't matter. So long as I destroy Siri in a single blow, my death is inconsequential. Oh, no, never mind. You didn't want to kill yourself. So you're going to go kill Shion. Because the revival magic will bring me right back afterwards. I taught you that, didn't I?
Now I've absorbed everyone's hemo anima. I have nothing to fear from anything outside the wall.
Oh my.
The last one. He has to be here somewhere. I'm going to tear him apart.
You really hate me that much, don't you? How wonderful. I'm so glad that I get to share this hatred I've been carrying all my life with you, Takumi.
Aw, how romantic.
That's what I really wanted. All this time. I wonder why our hatred is so strong. Where does this emotion come from? I guess we'll just have to figure it out together. You and I are one now, after all.
It's like a very fucked up marriage.
By a pale blue moon.
Blue Moon? Yo, Red Garden soon? Wow. Ending 11, Eternal Hate. Yeah. And now... Oh, we did end up going in order, huh? 9, 10, 11. Well, 10 is first here. That's odd. Why do they do that? Anyway, Kill. I didn't even notice that at first. Oh, reject it! Oh, rejecting it is killing yourself. But Revival-matic, dude. I stabbed myself in the thigh as hard as I could. What are you doing, Takumi? Are you crazy? I'm not like you. I'm not a monster twisted by hate. But you do hate me. You want me dead at any cost, don't you? You know what you have to do. Eito Aotsuki has to die by your hand. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You want me to give in to the hate and become just like you. Because then you can really take control of me, body and mind. The 11th Eito does exist. He's been here in this school the whole time. Or more specifically, in my head. You're the extra one with no physical form. And the only way to destroy you is for me to die as well. But I don't have to be the one to do that. Almost on cue, the surviving members of the Special Defense Unit arrived on the scene. I think this is the best ending. Or, not really the best ending. It's definitely not my favorite one. In terms of, like, end result. I still think my favorite one is definitely, like, the fake out that Eito took over Takumi's body, but I think this is the happiest ending you could possibly have in this route. What's going on here? Their eyes immediately fell on the blackened mummies lying on the floor. Then they looked at me and the blood-soaked sword in my hand. It only took them a few seconds to connect the dots.
You did this?
It's not just these two.
There are more bodies over there. Why would you do this?
Why, Takumi? Everyone, listen to me. We don't have much time. This is going to sound crazy, but it's all true. Eito is still alive. Inside me. What? When I killed Eito and absorbed his emo anima, his consciousness was transferred into me. He's in my head, trying to take over my body. It won't be long until he succeeds, and then he'll kill you all. Eito's consciousness? That's why I need your help. I need you to get rid of him by killing me. Kill you? You can't be serious, Takumi. I am. This is the only way. Kill me before Eito can take control. But... we can't possibly kill you. You're our friend. Just kill the guy. Damn, look at the dead bodies on the floor. That's right. Even if what you're saying is true, there has to be another way. There's not. I tried everything I could think of, and none of it worked. I've hurt and killed so many of our friends. I can't allow this to go on. Please, guys. We're running out of time. Do it, I'm begging you, and absorb my hemo anima afterwards so the Revival-matic can't bring me back. I can't do that part on my own. That's why I need your help. But what if whoever does that also gets possessed by Eito? I can't be certain, but I don't think that will happen. This was only possible because I already absorbed Eito's Hemo Animal once before in my previous timeline. What about Sirei? Surely he can do something about this? No, that's not going to work either. Sirei could never cure Eito's disorder back when he was alive, and Takemi's committed some serious crimes. Even if it was really Eito pulling the strings, Sirei will probably choose to execute them both together. Right, but we don't have time to wait for that, and if anyone's going to kill me, I want it to be one of you. How can you say that? I don't want to do this, you're my friend. Can we stop having this conversation, and one of you take a knife and stab me in the gut, please? I'm begging you. I'm like on my knees here. I know, but you'll be setting me free. I want to die while I'm still me. Still Takemi Sumino. Alright. It doesn't seem like you're lying to us. Also, if this is really what you want, I guess it's our duty to grant your last request. We'll do it. Thank you. But we'll all do it together. That way we'll all share part of the guilt. Okay, I think I can live with that. I'm sorry it has to be this way. Alright, here we go, Takemi. Eito's gonna take control last second, isn't he? Here we go. Thank you. Now, do it. I'm so sorry, Takemi. Everybody raise their infusers and then... Oh! No, we good. We good. Hey, nice. So, this was how it ended. Killing Eito by dying myself. I suppose that was my penance for killing him in the first place. Sure. And I couldn't even finish him by myself. I had to push this final duty onto my friends. But it was the only way. This is so weird. This unironically might be the thumbnail. I'm not even joking. Like, it might just be. I just wish I could see everyone one last time, the way they really are. If I could die surrounded by my friends, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, these are your friends. Just with a very different makeover.
I won't allow that, Takumi.
Are you kidding me?
So long as my consciousness remains, my face
Oh,
will be
that's
the
what you
last
meant.
you'll ever see. You'll die surrounded by me. I'll be the one who's killing you.
I guess that's fair. Rest in peace, Eito. You really are a horrible person. The worst kind of human scum there
Why,
is.
thank you.
Oh, okay, no problem.
This isn't the end I would have chosen for us. But at least I got to hear just how much you hate me.
If anything, this is the happiest ending for Eito. Well, actually, I think the takeover body part is much more. Actually, no, he had to go through over 500, like, painful deaths, so. I don't know. You know what? Fuck this route. I mean, it's really good, but oh my god.
I suppose I should be grateful for that. Goodbye, Takumi. And for what it's worth, I still despise you with every fiber of my being.
Thank you, Eito, and goodbye, Eito. Ending 12, a tragic end. For us, at least some of them got to live, though. Huh? Complete all multiple Eitos routes. Yippee! Okay, let's go do the next one, shall we? Allow Eito to rejoin the team. Reject him. Alright, sorry Eito. We're not gonna kill you, but we're not gonna let you join either. Oopsies. Sorry, Eito. Not this time. Reject him. Oh! This is after you blinded yourself. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna... Oh, I can... Oh, this decision... This decision is gonna suck so much for him. Sorry, Eito, but I get it. You don't have to spell it out.
Huh?
What?
Oh.
My other senses have been greatly heightened now that I've lost my sense of sight. I already know what you're going to say next just from your general vibe.
Oh.
I can also sense how agonizing this decision is for you. So it is enough. You don't have to say anymore. I'm not interested in putting you in yet another painful position. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Heito. Who could blame me for not wanting me to join, right? Those glitch memories embedded in me may have been the root cause, but it doesn't change the fact that I chose to do what I did. But you destroyed your own eyes, too. I did it because I wanted to, and certainly not to garner sympathy. I knew something like this wasn't going to be enough to regain your trust. I knew it wouldn't conveniently make us friends again. I knew all this, but I still couldn't stop myself from holding out hope. I may lie to people on the outside, but I never lie to myself. It goes against my nature. Now that that's settled, if you allow this public nuisance to be a hasty retreat. I'm sorry, man. Oh, I have to, Heito. It's 100 endings. I didn't mean it. Blame Kodaka. It's not my fault. Retreat where? You're gonna leave with your eyes like that? The invaders will get you. Your ugly concern is most gratifying, but there is no need to spare me any. Like I mentioned, my other senses have been greatly heightened. I expect to have no issues handling any invaders I come across. Also, this won't be my first time leaving the academy. I probably know more about the outside world than any of you. It's still too dangerous. Just because I don't want you back on the team doesn't mean I want to force you to leave the whole school. If the promise is staying in your cell and not interfere with any of us is in the cell, you're still gonna make him stay there? He has a room, you know. Have you forgotten this facility was built for the Special Defense Unit? It is no place for someone who doesn't belong here. Am I right, Sirei? Otsuki is correct. Anyone not recognized as an ally is naturally viewed as a dangerous element. An element that can only work to our detriment and never to our benefit. Therefore, he must leave. That makes it easier for me to get over my feelings, too. Now that I no longer have to put up with your unbearable voices and smell. You little pieces of chicken shit. Always the same right down to the end, huh? I shall be responsible for seeing you off. I expect you haven't gotten used to your newfound blindness yet and may need a little bit of help getting around. This is my duty and obligation as your commanding officer. The commanding officer has spoken. The rest of you can just stay put. Not like I could see your hideous mugs even if you did come. Besides, there's something I need to speak about in private with Sirei before I leave. With me? If you don't mind, consider it my last wish. Very well, you may tell me along the way. You are still considered a member of the Special Defense Unit while on school grounds. Thank you. Very much
This is
obliged.
goodbye. Forever.
Oh,
You miserable freaks. And you may not think me sincere when I say this, but I pray from the bottom of my heart that you will win this war.
oh! He's literally nice. He's so nice. Oh, ignore multiple Heitos, or I'll ignore that one. After that, under Siri's guidance, I made my way carefully through Last Defense Academy in total Oh, I'm Eito now.
Yeah.
This is awesome, by the way. Okay. Yes, he's completely blind. Yes, but it's not like the game could just give us nothing to look at. So, this is a fair compromise, I feel. Here are a few days worth of rations as a farewell gift from me. Wow, this is surprisingly thoughtful coming from someone who only really cares about victory. I continued conversing with Sirei as I walked next to him in darkness. It may have been the first time we had ever spoken at leisure. A manifestation of guilt for embedding those glitches into my brain. Defects were inevitable. The brain, especially the human brain, is a complicated organ no one completely understands yet. It was no mean feat getting everyone combat ready within limited time and resources available to us. There was no time for multiple rounds of tests or verifications, although we did conduct an endless amount of simulations. Yet even with that, out came someone like me. I don't know what to call this but destiny. It's a horrible fate. I'm sorry, Ato. After Siri and I finished talking, I left Last Defense Academy behind. I remained cautious of my darkened surroundings as I moved through the city ruins, using my feet to feel the rubble. Even though I had proudly declared that I could handle myself, moving around in total darkness was still rather mentally straining. Darkness. 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 Everywhere I went, I was greeted by pure, unadulterated darkness, with not a speck of light to be found. I couldn't be sure what was on the road ahead of me. Did anybody come see me off, even though I said there was no need? Maybe someone watched me walking away from school until they could see me no more. No, that's not possible. What am I hoping for? Nobody there cares about me. I'm nothing but a traitor, bug to betray. But then again, this terrible defect reflected the repulsiveness of its creator, mankind itself. And I was equally repulsive for allowing them to lead me by the nose all this time. By the time I realized that, it was way too late to do anything about it. I kept walking. My destination was second to Last Defense Academy. Siri had given me directions on how to get there when I left. Oh yeah, give directions to the blind man. Thank you. He said it would give me a place to hide from inclement weather, and that there were probably leftover rations there as well. Siri likely told the others I would be heading there. Once they learn I won't be ending up in a ditch somewhere, those who had been even the tiniest bit concerned about my welfare would surely be able to breathe easier. Personally, I'd rather they not feel a single shred of guilt even if anything should happen to me. They didn't chase me out. I decided on my own that I would leave. Although Siri had given me directions, wandering through the ruins without sight, I couldn't tell for the life of me whether I was even going in the right direction. But if I wanted to keep going, I had to put faith in the path I had drawn up in my mind. There was also one more thing keeping me going. I wanted to witness how things would turn out for the others on day 100. They were special to me, even if we didn't manage to become friends. To someone like me, who used to be disgusted at the mere thought of having to coexist with hideous humans, I now knew those were just fake memories implanted into me. Still, these were people with whom I had spent a staggering amount of time. Oh. Even after discovering they were actually empty inside, that everything had been lies built on lies, they still chose to support each other and blaze a trail through destiny. There was nothing we could trust, nobody we could lean on. Fake memories, fake goals, fake backgrounds, fake families, fake friends, fake love, and fake hatred. Empty vessels made of fabricated falsehoods. That was all we were. What could such people even believe in? Yet they chose to believe in each other, and to fight for each other to the end. Their revolting appearance, smell, and voices still disgust me to no end, but the feeling of camaraderie they shared was as real as they came. Watching them made me forget all I had done and start wishing I could be part of that too. This is so sad! What the hell? But they weren't naive. Gouging out my eyes as a show of my commitment was never going to be enough to convince them to let a repeat traitor like me onto the team. I had been ready to face rejection, but deep down, for just a short, fleeting moment, I entertained the thought that they might forgive me after all. Such an indulgent thought that was. When had I become so naive? But now was not the time to dwell on such thoughts. I had to focus on walking. I'd arrived somewhere as long as I kept going. All I could do now was to keep walking and pray that I would eventually reach the second campus. Pray? No God would listen to the prayers of an empty shell like me. Darkness clung to me. From the skies above to the ground below, all I could see was unadulterated darkness. No gradients, no flickering, just plain blackness. I read in a book that humans invented fire out of their fear of the darkness of night. When I read that, I mocked them as weaklings in my mind. The birth of fire led to the birth of war. Humans would burn themselves up in the very same fire they sought. There would have been peace had they not created such a thing and simply endured the darkness of night. How weak and hideous. I remember thinking that once. Now, however, I knew how wrong I had been. It was not that they feared the night or failed to endure the darkness. They were afraid to not have light by their side. For light represented hope itself. And these eyes of mine would never see light again. Why was I feeling sad about that, when I utterly despised everything I saw in this world? I really fuck with this. Oh my. Oh, you made it! I mean, you can't see that you made it. Can you smell that you made it? I don't know. Oh, this place. After a few days of non-stop walking, I stepped into a facility that felt all too familiar to me.
Huh.
Right, this is... It would appear that I managed to reach Second to Last Defense Academy after all. To be honest, I was beginning to wonder if Siri had deliberately given me the wrong directions. How do you make your way? Ah, whatever. I guess he's not as wicked as I've imagined. I naturally drifted in the direction of the cafeteria once I was inside. The layout of the school was almost exactly the same as the other one, like I had been told. This place would shield me from the elements as I waited out the remaining days. There would be no fighting. I only had to wait here in safety until the missiles were launched and everything was over. But there were over 10 days left. I'd have to live in darkness until then. Or there was a faster way to end things. I opened the heavy bag I'd been carrying and traced my finger along what was inside. Oh, dude. I knew what it was even though I couldn't see it. An undying flame bomb Siri had developed. Activated using hemoanima and powerful enough to take out even Vashnes. This miniaturized version was still more than capable of reducing a human body to ashes. Skin, bones, hair, everything would disappear. If Vashnes comes for you, I would like you to use this before she absorbs your cryptoglobin. That was what Siri said when he handed this to me. However, I was not able to discern his true agenda. Did he really want me to blow myself up and take out Vashnes with me, or was he simply giving me a tool to euthanize myself like an animal? There you are. I ran my finger over the detonator. Everything would end when I pressed this button while infusing hemoanima into it. I would be freed from it all. Free from my fake memories, false hatred, and empty existence. Free from the man called Eito Aotsuki.
Press it. Come on. It's all you have to do.
You like living! You like living!
Why can't you just press it?
My finger wouldn't respond, no matter how loudly and harshly I berated myself. Even though I knew pushing the button was all I needed to do to be freed from this pain, I still couldn't do it. Wanting to witness how things turned out for the Special Defense Unit was merely an excuse. The actual reason I couldn't do it was because... When I realized what this feeling was, I had to laugh, despite myself. I was afraid. Afraid, fearful, spooked, daunted, anxious, just scared stiff. Death frightened me even when I had nothing to live for. How could I not laugh at the irony of that? Death was no different from a life without purpose, yet I feared it. I put the bomb on the floor, my hands trembling. Then I sat down on the floor as well and leaned against the wall. As I did, the fatigue from the few days of walking got to me and I felt groggy all of a sudden. My consciousness disconnected in the silent darkness. Wouldn't it be nice if death visited me now, so that I would simply slip into an eternal slumber, never to awaken again? But no, I would never be allowed to enjoy such a peaceful end. 2 days later, oh, okay. What the hell? What was that? An unfamiliar voice screaming. I knew something was wrong when I woke up to that. I could always pretend like nothing had happened, but my feet were already moving in the direction of the screams. As I ran, the smell of fire was so intense it was burning my nose. It was the stench of fighting. The screaming was coming from multiple people. Were they trying to get away from something? What the hell is going on? Is that commune? I ran into the schoolyard and focused my hearing on what was happening outside the school. I could hear multiple sets of footsteps getting closer. Since I couldn't see their exact locations, I simply waved in the general direction of the sounds. Over here! I kept waving. That seemed to work. The frantic footsteps became louder and louder. I raised my hands to indicate I wasn't holding any weapons. As I did, the approaching group stopped a distance away from me. They were panting hard as if they had been running for a long time. Wait a minute. Who are these people? Oh wait, those are my thoughts. Oops. Definitely not the Special Defense Unit. Are they natives of this planet? Were you being chased? By whom? Nobody answered me. I didn't even know if we spoke the same language. Couldn't have been Talkmir or the others chasing them, so invaders? You can hide here if you want. This place was destroyed a while ago. It's unlikely anyone will come looking for you here. Still no response, but I can sense they were listening to me. The cafeteria here is stocked with more than enough food for all of us. The mystery group wasn't moving at all. I didn't even hear them whispering among themselves. They were probably communicating with each other non-verbally, or maybe they were trying to decide who would get to attack me first. After all, to the natives of this planet, I was the invader. In case you haven't noticed, I'm blind. I don't know how many of you are here and obviously won't be able to attack you. Still no response. Anyway, I'm heading back inside. Follow me if you intend to hide here. I turned my back on the mystery group and started walking. I was completely defenseless. If they killed me, they could have had this hiding spot all to themselves. Yet they followed after me politely. When I staggered, they would even stop and wait out of consideration for me. One step at a time, I went farther into the building with a hand on the wall, taking care to use a route that could not be seen from the outside. Finally, I found myself back in the cafeteria with the mystery group in tow. This place should be safe. You can eat anything you find here. After that, I went back to my usual spot and sat down again. Where was my bag? I remember I left it here. I put it around the floor next to me with my right hand for the bag that contained the undying flame bomb. Where was it? Where could it be? Something heavy suddenly fell into my lap. Someone had placed something there. I gingerly touched it with my fingertips. It was my bag. You found it for me? I asked my surroundings but received no response like always. I then put the bag on my shoulder so that I would never lose it again. Leaning against the wall, I let my hearing take over. I heard the sound of rummaging for food, and it didn't seem like they were interested in attacking me for now. It was likely they would leave once the enemies that were after them went away. Then I would be back to waiting for day 100 here, all alone. So that I could witness the ending that everyone made for themselves. Sometime later, I heard the sound of a can being opened. I guess they decided to eat the food that was here. They sat a cautious distance away, but were still close enough to keep an eye on me. I hoped they got to eat something they liked at least. Since I couldn't see, I couldn't even choose the kind of food I wanted to eat. That reminded me of the 5 cans of pickled fish I had to eat in a row last night. Damn, bro. I inadvertently nodded off even though I hadn't been feeling particularly sleepy. And thus I fell asleep while being surrounded by an unknown number of natives. Perhaps it was because I felt no animosity from them. I could sense they were friends as they huddled closer together to eat and rest in this unknown place. Maybe they were sharing their favorite foods with each other. Maybe they were exchanging jokes with each other so quietly that I couldn't hear. Whatever it was, the atmosphere was like a comfortable blanket over my body, warming me up and making me sleepy. Like something I once had myself up until a short while ago. How did I not realize sooner what a beautiful thing that had been? Late that night. What an interesting route. Somebody was shaking my shoulders. I sensed that I had been surrounded by a few people who were looking down at me. Oh, wow, they actually get models. Yo, that's kind of crazy, no? What is it?
Why are you here?
Blind. Kicked out. You know these things. It was the voice of a child, a young girl who seemed to be about 8 to 9. A native of this planet, a future child. Thinking back, I realized I never met anyone from this planet before, neither during any defensive battles nor when I was with Veshness. Had they been isolated from the war? Maybe in a shelter of sorts like the Tokyo residential complex?
Why are you alone?
The girl asked again. Since she was speaking as a representative, they were likely a group of children. I could sense wariness in her tone of voice. It was as if there was a tense It was as if this was a tense cross-examination, and my responses would determine their next course of action. Well, one thing led to another, and I wasn't allowed to stay with my friends anymore. That's why I came here by myself. Why? What happened? I did something bad and ended up hurting the others. That's why I can't stay with them anymore. Upon hearing me say something bad, the girl took one step back. An astute decision. Were you forced out? No, I went away on my own free will. Oh, okay. Sudden shift, but alright. It's too dangerous, but just because I don't want you back on the team doesn't mean I want to force you to leave the whole school. If you promise to stay in your cell and not interfere with any of us, you can stay. I don't know why he said. Just say. I guess custom, because he did stay in a cell, but like, could just be nice and say room. Takumi just forgot. Lots of things happened. It was so like Takumi to say that. In fact, his words made me waver for a brief moment. I wanted to cling to those words to selfishly feel like I had been forgiven, but it was pointless for me to stay. I don't belong there. I could never ever forgive myself for doing the unforgivable to them. That's why I had to leave. You can't go back anymore? No, I can't go back anymore. That's why I'm here.
Huh.
What about you? Were you being chased by something? At that, I could hear murmuring from behind the girl. They seemed to be discussing whether or not to reveal the answer to me. We can't go back either. Why not?
Because we broke our promise.
Oh. She sounded so very sad. I didn't know what the other Futurans looked like, having only seen the commanders, but it seemed like they felt sadness the same way we did. What promise did you break? We were told not to go outside, but we all went anyway because we thought we'd be okay. But we got lost and ended up in an unfamiliar place. Monsters kept chasing us and we got farther and farther away from home. And that was how you ended up here? I think she must have nodded. There were other people living on this planet besides the commanders and invaders. At the very least, these children probably had nothing to do with the war. Since they were being pursued, they were likely targets as well. They were targets, even though they had no way of fighting back, unlike us. You don't know how to go back? No. There should be a map somewhere in this facility. If you can find it, you may be able to find a way back home. I wish I could help you look for it, but as you can see, I won't be very helpful in that department. So feel free to look for it yourselves. The children, other than the girl in front of me, immediately scattered about in all directions, likely taking my advice to look for the map. There had to be a map somewhere around since maps were indispensable for warfare. They would surely find one if they split up. And once they did, they were likely to depart by tomorrow, leaving me alone here to wait for the end by myself. I heard a soft thud next to me, an indication that the girl in front had moved to sit down next to me. Oh no. That's so cute. She was so close that I could touch her if I just stretched my hand out. You're being way too trusting here, Missy. Or maybe she felt like I posed no danger because I couldn't see.
No chance of forgiveness.
Huh? Oh, you mean me? Yeah, aren't you said you can't go back? Nah, it's too late for me. Why? Good question. Because the mistake I made was too big to be atoned for. Nobody will forgive me. That's why I can't go back. Okay. Oh. She started chomping down ravenously on an open can of food. Most likely, these children simply wanted to take a peek at what was going on outside and not plan to end up so far away from home. The possibility of not being able to make it back would have never occurred to them since they broke their promise to the adults out of mere curiosity.
Maybe we won't be forgiven too.
Oh, no, you can be. She wondered out loud as she ate her food. Not being able to make it back home was not the only worry on these children's minds. They also feared that, like me, they wouldn't be allowed back into the fold again. I could immediately think of a number of encouraging statements I had gleaned from the books that I had read. But then I would be lying to them, something I was averse to doing to these children. However, that also meant that I now had nothing comforting to say to her, being someone unforgiven myself. In the end, I simply kept quiet, and she too said nothing more after that. Wow, this is really well written, man. What the hell? I wasn't expecting this at all. When the children who had gone searching returned, they huddled back together. Their whispering voices eventually became softer and softer until everyone fell asleep. With a hand on the bomb in my lap, I eventually drifted into slumber as well. the next morning.
Wake up.
I'm up. Huh? I jolted awake when I felt my arm being tugged on. What happened? Come with us. The children were already awake, but something was clearly wrong. They were as panicked as they had been when they first came here. Is that... I can't see. They pulled me outside second to last defense academy. Veshnas? As I felt the wind on my skin, I could also smell the scent of blood mixed with it. Look, there! I'm sorry, but I can't see. I felt her hand that had been pulling me along suddenly let go as if she had forgotten that I was blind. Can you describe what's going on? The monsters are coming this way. I think they've realized there are people here. How many? Too many to count. Oh, no, that was just one of the kids. Okay. Well, Eizo, I think a good way to go out is trying to defend these children, huh? Some of the children were shouting while others were trying to calm themselves down. Some started crying and others got angry. Nobody had expected this to happen. They left their home without thinking too deeply about the consequences. It likely never crossed their minds that leaving was tantamount to breaking their promise. Now they regretted it. They wished they had never left. Now that they were facing the grim reality of death, they were starting to give up. They resigned themselves to the possibility that they might die without ever being forgiven. Did you find it? Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna, like, use his infuser. No, he's gonna use the bomb. What? The way home. Yes, we found a map. But there's no point. We still can't go back. Why not? Because of the monsters? Or because you might not be forgiven for breaking your promise? No answer. Perhaps it was a little bit of both. How about this? I'll hold those monsters back and you guys run away once you find an opening. That isn't going to work. You can't fight. Hey, you give me too little credit. I'm actually pretty strong. Okay, never mind. When he said it's, I thought he meant the bomb. He meant the map. Okay, I'm stupid for that. But no, he is going to use the scythe. Hey, give me too little credit. I'm actually pretty strong and I even have a weapon. But you can't see. I'll make it work somehow. Anyway, can you do what I just said?
But we broke our promise. Everyone must be so mad at us.
Well, they will be, but also they'll be happier. More than mad. The sound of rumbling and stomping became louder and louder even as we spoke. I didn't need to use my enhanced hearing to know this was clearly a large army. Not as many as the ones we face in our defensive battles, but more than enough to cause a group of helpless children to despair. Time was quickly running out. I had to convince these children to flee right now. Listen, I won't say everything will be fine. Huh? That'd be really irresponsible of me since I have no idea if you'll be forgiven for what you did. Instead, I'll tell you something I want you to remember. Words from the bottom of my heart. From a person whose life is based on made-up memories, goals, and grudges. Feelings I hadn't been able to convey until now.
Forgiveness isn't something dispensed on the spot, but based on the actions you choose to take after the mistake.
I love Eita Otsuki!
So the most important thing is, what will you do from now on? If you
So,
want forgiveness, work hard to gain it, instead of dwelling on your mistakes. While there's still time for you to redeem yourself.
What do we do from now on?
I took out my infuser and drove it into my chest. There were likely no commanders among the approaching swarm. I could take a group of minions by myself. Now,
But
go!
what about you?
Don't, what, did you not see the fucking transformation? Bro, I'm chill, I'm vibing! I said, go! I shouted at them angrily. The girl bolted at my command and the other children quickly followed. Their little footsteps eventually faded into the distance. Good. Get as far away as you can. This strategy of mine wouldn't work otherwise. The next thing I heard was heavy stomping, indicating the invaders were marching ever closer. I gripped my weapon tightly and waited for them to get close. They would be pleasantly surprised to find me here. It was quite likely they would prefer to hunt a planet invader like me over native children. The children wouldn't be pursued. They would be safe as long as I could keep the enemies here. Well, here goes nothing. Ha! CG? No, no CG. Oh, that would have been cool though. I could sense my class weapon tearing the enemy apart with that swing. Good. Let me follow that up with the 100-line Daredevil? Right, left, front, back. The invaders started attacking non-stop. Whenever I felt something hit my body, I would swing my weapon in that direction. An endurance battle. Very multiple Atos of you. Worked because it guaranteed I would hit something. I kept repeating this while moving around. However... Well, this was a shame. I thought it would have lasted longer than this. I had underestimated the sheer force of their numbers. The Squill invaders lunged at me as one when I left myself open after an attack. My class armor protected me, but it had its limits. Since my dad had been removed from the Revival-matic again, I would be killed for real if I continued fighting. But I couldn't let them kill me. They would continue chasing the Chojin if they did. I had to take out every last invader here and now if I wanted the Chojin to be safe. But why? Just my pride, I suppose. Even I had my pride. Ending a defective life by using it to protect someone else wasn't that bad of an idea. Although my efforts to gain forgiveness came a tad bit too late, I was still a former member of the Special Defense Unit. That said, I also knew I was fighting a losing battle. At my current strength, I couldn't fight this many enemies at once. Couldn't even be proper bait or stall for time. Do you still have that bomb on you? Only one thing left to do then. A concentrated attack knocked my class weapon out of my hand. Alright, not gonna speak? Now you've done it. The invaders surrounded me, now defenseless, and started battering me with all their might. Excruciating pain rippled through my body despite the protection of the class armor. I thought I might lose consciousness before death paid me a visit. The weight on top of me has become heavier and heavier. More and more invaders are piling on me, so that they might kill me. That'll do. That'll do just fine. It's time. Oh, okay, now you speak. Goodbye. Ato. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love this guy. I reached inside the bag and I had been shielding with my body and touched the button that would detonate the bomb.
Huh?
The answer to your question is yes, that is indeed possible. But what would even be the point? Very well, I assume I get to choose which memories to implant. Even though all that does is deepen the emptiness in your heart. Well, I certainly won't stop you if that is what you want. I would have preferred for you to become a proper war asset instead of whatever this is. That is my honest opinion. I asked Siri for a favor back then. He took me to the infirmary and carried out the requested procedure. Memory manipulation. What? At first I thought about asking him to erase all of my memories. Everything will be gone. Sadness, anger, remorse, everything. But it was only right for me to die as my own self. Okay, that's good. My own buggy, corrupted, and defective self. Thank God he didn't go through with that. He didn't, right? Like, I'm not misreading that. Oh, a proper war asset like what he did with Ava. So I made that selfish request. Oh. Oh, for non-existent memory. Oh my God, this is so sad. What the fuck? Memories of me having a great time with everyone, while being aware of the duplicity of these memories, that they were all lies. Oh, he's playing volleyball with them. Oh my God. Yet here I was right now, surrounded by the warmth and happiness I felt back then.
Takumi. Everyone. It's unfortunate. I won't get to witness how things turn out for you. But I'm praying for your victory. No, actually, I'm praying for your happiness.
Oh,
From the bottom
Ato!
of my heart.
Oh no, Ato! Oh, it's quite literally called Goodbye, Ato. Praying for your happiness. Oh! Oh my god! I feel, maybe it's just recency bias since I just finished it, but I feel like that is top 3 endings, no? Like, that was, like, all throughout. That was really well done. Good shit. Well. Multiple Atos done. Goodbye, Ato done. It's long overdue, but, you know, an hour into stream, not bad. Now we can dedicate the remaining time to just the Hiroko route. Wait, okay, it's over here. And I'm right here. Perfect. Day 12. Oh my god, it's been forever since I've been this far back. Hiroko called on me after breakfast. She told me to meet her in the entrance hall, and it looks like she's already here.
Huh?
She's a timely woman. Are we exploring outside today? Don't you want to hear the rest of my story? Yes, please. Yeah, of course. Then don't ask questions and follow me. Don't forget your fire extinguisher. Hiroko walked away at a brisk pace. I grabbed an extinguisher and hurried after her. So where are we going? Why are you always so dense? I know what you want to ask me. We're going to the one place where I can properly explain things. Time machine? You mean that old lab?
Oh.
Better than giving you a lobotomy. Sometimes I think he already has one. That was a joke. Yeah, I didn't think she was being serious. It was just so weird to hear Hiroko joke about anything. Now, stop wasting time with your nonsense, and let's get going. Nonsense? I didn't even say anything. But Hiroko was already on the move, too far away to hear any protests I might voice. Sheesh. I muttered my complaints to the air instead and followed after her. On the way to the lab, I filled Hiroko in on what happened in the timeline with the zombie outbreak. As she told me yesterday, she didn't have any memories of the second half of that timeline. Or more accurately, of anything that happened after she was zombified. I mean, that makes sense, right? I forgot how creepy Nozomi looks here. Gee! Epilepsy warning. Anyone? It's just like I thought. Those zombies were created by the Gi parasites. It all began with the Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 specimens Darmi and Gaku brought back. Alpha 2 was already in its male spawning phase. It laid its eggs in the bodies of our dead friends, including me. Then those eggs hatched into male Gi and burrowed into the corpse's brains, temporarily reanimating them. That also explains one of the biggest mysteries around here. It does? Which one? You're better off not knowing. But I know you'll only keep pestering me about it, so I'll tell you later. Okay. When we arrived at the lab, Hiroko dispelled her class armor. I did the same. Why did we change back into our regular clothes? You can't put on a leap suit while wearing class armor. You can't? I don't think we'll actually need the suits this time, but it's just a force of habit. Why don't they work if you've got class armor on? Leap suits have the ability to repel Oh, okay. They're not affected by attacks from class weapons. If you try to put one on in the oh my god. If you try to put one on in class armor, the two surfaces will refuse to touch each other, like magnets with the same polarities. And doing a parallel leap without one of these suits is a bad idea, right? I mean, you did that one time. It really fucked you up. You shouldn't need to ask me that. You've already experienced leap damage firsthand. Leap what? Leap damage. Is what happens if you parallel leap without a leap suit. You mentioned this leaping stuff a couple of times now. What does it mean? That's what I brought you here to explain. Are you familiar with the concept of parallel universes? Yeah, Ato told me about them in the first cycle. They're basically alternate realities, right? Are you saying the different timelines we experience are the same thing? Exactly. If it helps, you can think of parallel universes as the worlds of other timelines. So parallel leaping is, just like the name implies, it's a process of traveling or leaping to a parallel universe. Leaping kind of implies we're going pretty far. Yeah, it's a different universe, bro. Obviously. People call trips through time leaps sometimes, right? Is it anything like that? No, the direction is completely different. A time leap means going forward or back in time. A parallel leap is more like a horizontal movement. Or like changing trains to ride a different line. Didn't Uchikoshi write this route? Because if so, this chart makes a lot of sense. We can't use parallel leaps to go back to the past or forward to the future. Instead, we move to the same place and the same point in time, but on a different timeline. I'm gonna be real. I think looking at the chart makes it more confusing, to me at least. I get it. I get it. And it makes sense what she's saying. Like, obviously, right? You play enough 999 games, you know how this works. But there's a lot going on there. Then again, it's literally just this. So, I don't know. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't know why I'm even talking about this. Streamer yaps just to yap. Take a look at this diagram. Let's say we leave from timeline A at 1:01 a.m. We'd arrive in timeline B at the same time, 1:01 a.m. Essentially, our coordinates and time don't change, only the world that we inhabit. There's another difference too. A time leap will be like your journey back after the first cycle, only your consciousness was affected. It's not like you got into a time machine and physically went back in time. But that's not the case with parallel leaps. When we leap, our bodies are traveling to those alternate realities. And the thing that makes that possible is this, the PLM. The Parallel Leap Machine, I assume is what it's called, yeah. I mean, that's the only, like, way that acronym makes sense. You probably guessed from the PL part, but it stands for Parallel Leap Machine. Wait a minute. You mean that night, just after midnight on day 5, we leapt to another timeline? You only just figured that out. You really are slow sometimes. Sometimes? Where did we go, though? Which timeline was it? In answer to my question, or that's... okay, never mind. In answer to my question, Hiroko took out a handheld device and showed me the screen. What's this? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so weird. It's so weird. A map of the different timelines based on the machine's data. The timeline we went to that night was... Hunt Mystery. Hunt what? It's a timeline that splits in 2 on day 25. One of them, you don't remember yet, were forced to participate in a killing game called the Invader Hunt. It's so weird! That's so weird! That's so weird! I call that branch the Hunt timeline. I call that one the killing game. The other branch, you should remember. Wait, that one's not killing game. Which one is that? Whatever. Is it? I don't remember. Oh, it's been too long. It's the one where Gaku was killed on day 5, and Kaku's body was found on day 27. You investigated the matter and figured out that it was Shoma who killed Kako. But then Shoma himself was killed. This time you pinned Ava as the culprit. But then she self-destructed and things only got worse from there. You were beset by a whole host of mysteries, but still did your best to solve them. That's why I call this branch the Mystery Timeline. That's fair, yeah. Lots of mysteries. The Hunt and Mystery Timelines, huh?
Oh.
That's right, and this is the line that both of them split off from. So I combined the names together, making this the Hunt Mystery Timeline. I never thought to, like, combine the two, like, in terms of branching choices. Like, yeah, you know, it does make sense. And that's the one we went to? Yes, on day 5, just after midnight. But why did you want to go there anyway? I had 2 objectives. One was to prevent Gaku's death. The other was to do something about Omega. Wait, Omega? Who's that? Just for a moment, Hiroko hesitated. Omega is the one who killed Gaku. Thank you, Omega. You mean X? Isn't that what the mastermind behind the murders in that timeline was called? No, X and Omega are different people. Omega had his brain infected with Gi data. There was no physical parasite there, but it was just the same as if he'd been taken over by one. That's what drove him to murder Gaku. Even if I hadn't dealt with him, he would have tried to kill it again. That's why I went to that timeline, to remove the Gi data from Omega's brain. Those were my goals that night. Honestly, I still didn't get it. I waited for her to carry on. On day 4, you saw me and Siri talking, yes? The thing he gave me that day was a cerebral glitch repair program. Cerebral glitch repair? I'm gonna assume that doesn't work on Eito? Or rather, a thumb drive with a program loaded onto it. I could have never erased the Gi data without that. Why did Siri even have something like that? That's a matter for another day. The important thing is that he handed it over. Once I had that program, I jumped to the Hunt Mystery Timeline at midnight on day 5, just like you saw. Hiroko went on to tell me what happened after that during the time I lost track of her. First of all, she went back to the school and rang Omega's doorbell. She hid on the dorm roof and waited for the murderer to come out. She then dropped down and knocked him out with a strike to the back of the neck. With Omega unconscious, all that was left to take him to the infirmary and run the repair program on him. But then the Gi data in his brain took over, he got up, grabbed Hiroko's arm, and threw her against the wall. Ow! I was still down in the morgue at the time, freaking out over seeing Eito's body. Of course, now I realize that was Eito from that timeline, not the one I knew. In that timeline, I must have decided to kill him on the night of day 2 and absorb his cryptoglobin, so it was only natural that his corpse would be there. Anyway, that was when I heard the noise. Turns out it was the sound of Hiroko crashing into the wall upstairs. When I went out into the corridor, I heard another noise. It must have been the infirmary door opening. That was when Omega got away from me. He must have realized there was someone else around and ran. Of course, I didn't actually see any of this. That blow against the wall knocked me out. And the next time you came to was when I was holding you. Very romantically. That's right. ... Then I kicked you in the stomach and tried to break that little matchstick you call a neck. Yeah, a little bit rough, but, you know, I'm sure he likes it. Could you try to sound a little more sorry about that? I already apologized. Yeah, but you never told me why you did it. Oh, about that. Let's just take a gander as to who Omega is, huh? What do you mean? Haven't you figured it out yet? I had a bad feeling about this. A chill ran down my spine and I broke out in goosebumps. After you blacked out and I got a proper look at you, I noticed something. There was a purple rash on your face. That's one of the symptoms of leap damage. That's when I realized I made a mistake. So I released you and went to look for Omega instead. I knew where he'd be, the classroom of the first floor. From the way things played out before, he was bound to show up there eventually. I got there as fast as I could, but...
I was too late. When I opened the door,
oh
I saw
my...
Gaku's body, covered in blood. And standing above him was Omega, still waving around a kitchen knife.
Please, don't tell me.
It's you!
Was Omega
I'm sorry, but it's true. Omega's true identity. The person with the Gi data in their brain. The one who killed Gaku. It was you, Takumi Sumino.
What? Really?
No. It's a lie. I won't believe it. I did it.
Yeah, you did.
I killed Gaku? No!
Yes!
It can't be!
It can be!
That can't be true!
It can be true! Oh! 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 Oh my! Oh! Now, who could have done all this, huh? Well, the presentation in this one is so weird. I fuck with it, though. Day 13. So you're done being traumatized, or what?
This is the second time you've done this.
Sorry,
Starting
you
to
know,
get tired of it.
you love talking to me, alright? So you might as well get used to it now. He does this all the time.
Did I pass out back at the lab?
Yes. And I carried you all the way back. I'd say that makes us even for the whole accidental strangling incident.
Agreed. God, I keep forgetting how beautiful you are.
It's fine. I can see why you did it now. You thought I was the me from that Hunt mystery timeline.
I sat up and got out of bed. I remembered about the other timelines I've experienced. You said that already. Back on day 2, yeah, but I remember more of them now. What do you remember exactly? Well, I hesitated. These weren't memories I particularly wanted to dredge up again. It wasn't the Hunt mystery this time, was it? You remember the serial killer timeline, didn't you? Slasher, but sure. The serial killer timeline. It didn't take a genius to figure out which one she meant. Except the killer wasn't Yugamu. It was me. In that timeline, I killed Ava. Then Moko. And Takamaru. And Kurara. And Shoma. Okay, well, we can't really be too upset about this one, huh? And Darame. And Ima and Kako. All of them. I refuse to name the name that shan't be uttered. Everyone. Hey, Yugamu. All my friends. And in the end, even Nozomi. I started shivering uncontrollably. I felt off balance, like I might collapse any minute. Are you alright? I wasn't alright, not even a little, but I put my hand on my chest and forced myself to take some deep breaths. You were probably repressing those memories until now, as a self-defense mechanism. You sealed them away in a corner of your mind without even being aware of it. That's why I likened my mind to a steel shell before, but I guess you really are as fragile as a salmon roe after all. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't be? After going through the stuff that Takumi has, I feel like his reaction is just that of a regular dude. Sometimes he is a psychopath though, granted. I wasn't paying attention to what Hiroko was saying. The only thing I could hear clearly was my own raging heartbeat. This might sound like an empty platitude, but I assure you, I say it as someone with 40 years worth of experience. Don't beat yourself up over this. It's not your fault. You aren't the same person who did those horrible things. The one who killed Gaku on day 5 was a Hunt mystery Takumi. Likewise, the Takumi in the serial killer timeline was someone completely different from who you are now. And even with those other versions of you, it really was the Gi data in their brains that made them act that way. They weren't in control of themselves. You don't have to bear the responsibility for their crimes. My breathing finally started to slow down. I wiped away the cold sweat that had formed on my forehead. What is this Gi data anyway, and how did it get into my brain? I didn't know either until last night when you told me about the zombie outbreak. Yeah, that checks out. I mean, we knew that though, right? Like, we've been known that. In that zombie timeline, you were infected on day 100. The Alpha 1 Gi Queen laid an egg inside of you. That egg then hatched into another queen, which buried its way into your brain and fused with you on a cellular level. Okay, but right after that, the final attack began and... I'm skipping that. Your consciousness didn't just disappear at the end of that timeline, it was brought back to the start of the loop, on day 2. Along with all your memories. Our memories persist across timelines, so they must... Oh wait, that's here we go. Our memories persist across timelines, so they must exist in our brains as some kind of cognitive data. And in this case, that data included the presence of the Gi. The parasite itself didn't travel back in time with you. But it had merged with you so completely that it was already part of your consciousness when you came back. But isn't that going to be a problem? Doesn't that mean my brain still has data in it, even now? Don't worry about it. It won't take you over again. Thank God. The version of you that's here now has already been treated. Treated? This is a timeline from after you successfully had the Gi data removed. There are timelines like that? Yeah, everyone say thank you, Hiroko! Trust me, a lot can happen over the course of 146 loops. I meant to tell you yesterday, but Omega, the you in the Hunt Mystery Timeline has been treated now too. Huh? You remember I said I walked in on Omega killing Gaku in the first floor classroom? Before he could escape again, I ran up to him and injected him with an anesthetic I got from the infirmary. A few seconds later, he was out cold. I hoisted him onto my back and carried him upstairs. Back in the infirmary, I put him into one of the recovery drones and got to work. I still had the repair program Siri gave me. I installed it into the Revival-Matic and used it to erase the Gi data from Omega. You saw me doing that, didn't you? Oh, right, I did. You asked me who was in the machine before. Well, it was you, the Hunt Mystery version of you. At any rate, the treatment was a success. The Gi data was completely removed from Omega's brain. You're so good at what you do. You know that, right? The Takumis in both the Hunt and Mystery timelines that branch off from there will be fine too. We won't have to worry about them hurting or killing anyone now. That's good, but what did you do with that me after you finished treating him? I took him back to his room and put him in bed, not unlike what I did with you last night. Then I went back to the infirmary and slapped you around until you came to. Oh, okay. I'm assuming you remember that. Yeah, I always remember you saying I couldn't save him. Now you've told me all this, I can see you meant Gaku. Hiruko's expression clouded over. She gave a... Oh, let's not pretend like we actually care. I mean, come on, guys. Hiruko's expression clouded over. She gave a little nod, her brows knitted together in sorrow and frustration. Hey, come on, don't be like that. This is all my fault anyway. I was the one who killed that version of Gaku, and everyone else in the serial killer timeline too. Guys, can we just say Slasher? It's called Slasher. How many times are you going to make me repeat myself? That wasn't your fault. It was nice of Hiroko to say that, but it didn't do any good. I still felt like I was caught in a dark, sludgy whirlpool that was dragging me down, threatening to swallow me whole. What am I going to do with you? Remember your promise. Don't let the truth destroy you. I had a feeling you'd react like this. That's why I was keeping it from you. I just knew you'd end up feeling like you were responsible for the whole thing. I wanted these thoughts to go away. I wanted it all to stop. It took everything I had to croak out my next words. I'm sorry, but I'd like to be alone for a while. Hiriko sighed again, shaking her head in bewilderment, but she left all the same. A cold silence fell over the room. I could have sworn I heard a heavy rumbling gurgling up from somewhere deep beneath the ground. What? It sounded like the agonized groans of everyone. Oh. You're crazy. It sounded like the agonized groans of everyone who died because of me. I dropped to the floor, covered my ears, and closed my eyes. Oh, wow. You know, for one of our last... I guess this is being uploaded as the last route, right? I don't know where it's gonna go. I really don't. I'm very curious. My head was completely empty. I didn't want to do anything or think about anything or even breathe, really. I just sat there in the corner of my room. I hugged my knees and curled up tight, wishing I could disappear while time continued to flow around me. I could hear voices outside, my friends chatting and laughing. The sound cut into me like a knife. In another timeline, I'd been the one to steal that laughter from them forever. I mean, Hiriko can say it's not your fault over and over again. At the end of the day, it still ended up being a Takumi, so I understand his reaction here. At some point, my room started to get dark. The sun must be going down outside. Darkness seemed to trickle in until it filled the space completely. Lying there in the same position for so long, I lost all sensation, all awareness of my body. It didn't even feel like my body anymore. It was like my soul had come loose and I was staring down at my physical form from above. My visitor came in a little after that. How long are you going to stay like this? Yeah, you do need someone to snap you out of it. Or slap you out of it. Commence the slapping, please?
Oh.
Everyone's worried about you. They think you're sick. Well, I told them you were anyway. I couldn't exactly tell them you were feeling guilty about things another version of you did in an alternate reality. What do you want, Hiriko? I'm not here because I want to be. The others just sent me to ask you something. Ask me what? Tomorrow is day 15. That means there's another attack coming. They wanted to know if you'll be joining the battle.
Oh.
Or are you going to abandon them? Are you going to betray them? Do you just not care if they all get killed? They've already been killed. Yeah, not these guys! I killed them myself. All of them, one after another. All of them dead because of me. So I just can't. Oh, so you're just gonna not help out these friends that you've made here in this timeline? The ones that you actually met? This version of you? I can't do this anymore. I don't care. Just let whatever happens happen. I really can't do anything. Hiriko continued to stare at me, but there was a different look in her eyes now. There was no pity there, only contempt. When she spoke, her voice sounded hoarse, as she was holding back some strong emotion. I'm disappointed in you. Did what you told me on day 10 mean nothing? You told me we could make the future we deserve, together. What happened to all of us reaching day 100 with a smile? Hearing that is what convinced me to tell you everything. I felt like this time I could be different. It was the first time in 146 loops anyone's ever said anything like that to me. I really thought that there was something special about this timeline. About you. I thought you might be the one to finally break us out of this never-ending hell. And now you're giving up? Just like that? How could you? She clenched her fists. The look in her eyes had changed again. Now she was glaring at me with pure, undisguised animosity. You weakling. You sniveling coward. You think you get to give up and mope around for the rest of your life? Who do you think you are, Osamu Dazai? I'm sure that would hit a lot harder if I knew the reference. No, you're worse than that. You're like a mech pilot going crazy for being synced with its navigation system. Or Posora emo band fangirl bandaging her wrist just to fit in. The you that killed everyone was a completely different person in a different timeline. And he wasn't even in control when he did it. Get a hold of yourself already. Don't you realize how much danger you're putting everyone in by wallowing like this? If anything is going to get them killed, it's your own negativity and self-loathing. You're sure as hell not going to protect anyone the way you are now. If you're going to allow others to protect you while doing nothing in return, you might as well be signing their death warrants yourself. You're going to get everyone killed, and you're doing it of your own free will this time. Oh! Oh! Oh, I love this a lot! Yes! Talk your shit! You need to hear this, Takumi. I'm sorry. It's time to get your depressed ass back up, because now's not the time. It's just, it ain't the time for it. That's a complete betrayal of everything you believe in. What happened to all of us reaching day 100 with a smile? What happened to creating a future where we could all be happy? I've tried everything I can think of, and nothing's worked. I can't do this alone. I need your help. You, Takumi Sumino. You're the only one who can save us. Takumi, come on! For a moment, neither of us said anything. Hiruko's shoulders were shaking, and she was breathing heavily. Her quick, shallow panting was the only thing breaking the silence, but eventually even that sound became quieter. I guess that's it. I can't count on you for anything. Not in this loop, or the next, or the one after that. Never again. Hiruko turned and left the room. While she was talking, something had started to well up inside me. Now a wild, raging energy was surging through me. I couldn't let it end like this. I didn't know what I was going to do, but this feeling inside me was getting stronger, and it had to go somewhere. Get her ass back here. Before I knew what I was doing, I got to my feet and rushed out the door. Hiruko, wait. Oh, the music. She turned around. She looked so sad, so tired. But I looked her dead in the eye and let everything I was feeling come pouring out. I did mean what I said back then, and I still feel the same. I want to create a future where we can all be happy, not just for day 100, but day 101, day 102, and all the days after. Right now, I want that more than ever. These memories, this knowledge of the other timelines, they show me just how important that is. So I love you. I mean, oh, who said that? I'll fight. Not just against the invaders, or my own weakness, but an enemy even greater than that too. The key. I'll fight the cruel destiny that's been pushed on. Oh, that too. A light breeze blew across the roof, ruffling Hiruko's hair. Oh my god, are you kidding me? She tucked a stray lock behind her ear and spoke, looking just a little more hopeful than before. What are our chances of pulling that off? Isn't it obvious? I have absolutely no idea. What? The future is an open book. That's how it's always been. And I want to create a totally new future. There's no telling what might happen. But even so, I'll still fight. I'll fight with everything I have. I'll fight to protect you and the others and to create a future where no one has to die. You and I are getting out of this loop.
Let's reach out and grab our future. I won't let it stay out of reach anymore.
I raised my arm and extended it toward the satellite. Hiruko did the same. It was still hundreds of thousands of miles away, solemnly shimmering in the night sky, but somehow...
Just reach out and grab it, huh?
Yeah.
Both of us? Together?
Just the two of us, yeah.
That's right.
You really think we can do it?
I don't know.
I don't know. But I'll do anything to make it happen.
Anything?
Even a little kiss? Oh, a little kiss? Yeah, a little kiss. Sure, I guess. Ha, I was just joking. Blushes.
Yeah.
You did say anything.
Are you? No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. That's like, Hiruko, that's like the third time you asked that. What's up? Hiruko let her hand drop to her side.
Oh.
Alright, in that case, starting tomorrow, you're going to be my servant. Okay! Oh, what a joyous time. What? You said you'd do anything. Naturally, that includes being my slave, doesn't it? Hold on, that's not exactly what I meant. I'll be counting on you to get me out of this loop. Yeah, of course, but the servant thing is... Silence. I'm tired and I'm going to bed. I need to rest up for the battle tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, good night. She's into this thing, Maro. Just go with it. Entertain her, at least. She gave me a wicked grin before going back to her room. As I watched her go, I noticed a newfound spring in her step. What a tease! I, on the other hand, suddenly felt uneasy. I doubt I'd sleep well tonight. I love Hiruko, bro. You know, with plotlines involving Nozomi and Eito for so long, it's nice to finally go back to something Hiruko focused, right? 1 second, let me let Nala back in. Early the next morning, I woke up Hiruko and convinced her to join me in the courtyard. What are we doing out here at this hour? The enemy is going to attack during the morning announcement. But before that, I need to ask you something. What is it?
Huh?
It's about Veshness, the Supreme Commander. In the last 2 battles, you basically told everyone to ignore her. You had us focus on the regular commanders instead. And you want to know why? It's simple enough. It's because she isn't as much of a threat in this timeline. Why not? In most, though not all, other timelines, she starts absorbing cryptoglobin like we do. It's a decision she comes to while listening in on our communications in her hoodie guys on day 7. Oh yeah! She also finds out about you coming from the future from intercepting a conversation between you and Sirei. That's when she puts it all together. The reason both sides suddenly got stronger is because of you absorbing so much cryptoglobin during the first cycle. Knowing that, she decides to do the same, breaking her religion's greatest taboo. Oh, I don't think that was ever explicitly answered. I think this is the first time. But none of that has happened in this timeline, because you didn't mention time travel in the battle on day 7. Not that you would, having decided to keep it a secret from everyone. Now Veshness doesn't know you've come from the future or just how much power can be gained by taking it from others. Do you understand what that means? Yeah, she's still following the teachings and not absorbing cryptoglobin. Not in this timeline, anyway. It did make sense. That must be why she didn't drain Pakron after we defeated her. But that doesn't mean she's not a threat at all, right? Of course not. Ideally, I'd like to put an end to her in today's battle. How are we going to do that? We have the new weapon Sirei and Nigo created. It's what we usually use on day 15. Alright, but it's also usually unfinished. Not this time? It's so weird seeing Kyoshika! I mean, we have the Darumi version, we have the Takamaru version, but it's Kyoshika! She did go out the best, I will say. Wait, did I say Darumi? Not Darumi. It's Kyoshika, Takamaru, and Tsubasa! There we go. What do you think I've been doing while you've been moping these last 2 days? I've been out gathering materials. I know the ruins so well by now, it barely took me any time at all. The bomb is 100% complete. That includes the detonator. Nobody will have to die setting it off. Hiruko! That was good news, but I felt pretty guilty about it. Hiruko had been out there working so hard and I hadn't done a single thing to help. Wow, sorry. Don't worry about it. You can lick my boots clean to apologize. I mean, you do want to apologize, right? This bomb is also a lot more powerful than the past versions, and gave Sirei and Nigo some pointers to improve it. So we're going to hit Veshness with that today? That's right, we're going to make, Vichy... Vichy's... What? A soup made of cooked and pureed leeks, potatoes, onions, and cream. Cool. Pronunciation, please.
Vichyssoise.
Vichyssoise. Okay, thank you. Looks good. That's right, we're going to make Vichyssoise out of her. Hiruko's eyes glinted viciously behind her glasses. Then we heard the morning announcement over the PA system. Wow. Hey!
Intruder alert.
Right on the schedule. Okay, here it goes. Initiate defensive battle. When we got to the war room, everyone else was already there. You're late. Where have you guys been? I bet they were off making babies somewhere. Oh, I wish. Oh, what? Such indecency. Do you two think I'm nothing else? I missed you. We weren't doing anything like that. Didn't Sirei and Nigo tell us that the invaders would attack early in the day? My dear brother and I were waiting here for almost an hour before the alarm went off. Oh, hey, they're here now, and that's what counts. Do we have a read on the enemy? Sirei nodded and pointed to the monitor with his stick.
That's...
Oh, hey.
Valagartso.
And Zanshin, right?
Zanshin, you remember that name? I thought she got it wrong for a second. I don't remember that at all. Apparently the others already knew about the commanders we'd be facing. Hirko probably told Siri and Nigo so they could brief the rest of the
You
team.
said these two can combine their bodies together?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Just like Takumi and Hiruko.
Oh,
Ah, so it was a battle simulation to better understand our enemies' moves.
yeah. Yeah. Neither of us replied. It'd take way too long to start clearing up that misunderstanding now.
Yeah!
Come on, let's get out there and start killing!
Huh?
How's the revival medic looking, though?
Aha!
Don't you worry about a thing. It's all fixed up and ready to go. If you die, you'll be brought back good as new, including all your memories, of course.
Aha!
So go ahead and die all you want. Just try to leave someone alive to defend the school. Yeah, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out. Skeep. On the bright side, I don't think there's any more unique battles this route could possibly give me. So, I think we're safe to skip everything, right? We can just sit back and relax.
Wow! That wasn't hard at all.
That's probably because the commanders haven't arrived yet.
I think they're here. Look over there.
No. Me no watch. Me no watch. Me no watch.
Yeah, we know your names already.
I am Valagarzo.
Neat little intelligence network of our own, you know?
Everyone seemed pretty confident, but I suddenly remembered how this went the first time around. I settled up to Hiroko and tried to talk to her without attracting attention.
Yugamu hasn't made his special drug in this timeline, has he?
The one he used to defeat Genshin in the first cycle? No, he hasn't. He hasn't extracted any commander DNA to make it with.
Well, we gotta be extra careful.
Why didn't you say anything? We could have used Mervrams before we killed him.
Me? Why didn't you say anything?
See, that's fair.
I don't remember anything about the first cycle battle with Genshin.
Yeah, this one's on you, Takumi. She was right, of course. Hiroko had already been dead at that point, killed by Eito. I hadn't thought of taking DNA from Mervram. That was on me. But I never expected we'd have to face Genshin again as early as day 15. Yeah, and then they combine.
Oh, right. Almost forgot about the whole combining thing.
Being able to merge together like that? I'm so freaking jealous!
Of what? It's better if you don't ask, Nozomi.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. We can still win this, even without the drug.
That... drug?
I'll explain later, don't worry about it.
Never mind. Just fight!
Or maybe not. They do look really cool here. God, I forget how huge they are. Jeez. Nice.
Sorry, my darling. I couldn't.
Vesnus shouldn't come down and take them from me.
And here I made a vow to keep our family safe. I'm a
But we'll see. Anything might
and
happen.
a fool.
Don't say that, my love. You're a hero. You fought valiantly for me, for everyone.
My only regret is that our little warrior will be left to fend for himself.
I'm sure he'll be alright.
He'll be fine. Even if we're not there for him, he's strong. He is your son, after all.
Can you not talk about your kid right now? It's making it really hard for me to work in dirty jokes.
At any rate, this means victory's ours. Yes?
Yeah, now we absorb them and leave and orphan that one kid.
Yeah, but don't forget what Siri told us. There's gonna be another one.
The words were barely out of Mocha's mouth and that other one showed herself. There she was, the Supreme Commander Veshnes.
How disappointing.
Oh, okay. So, can you leave them alone so I can absorb them, or what?
Valagarzo, Zanshin, I thought you were stronger than this. Or did you lose on purpose, so I could take your prey for myself?
As she spoke, a change started to come over Veshnes' body.
So that's her battle form, huh?
Yeah, sick as fuck, ain't it?
We learned a little about it from the intel we got, but...
It's still pretty gross looking.
No, it's cool, man. Are you kidding me? Well, the tentacles are a bit off, but...
I guess we're doing this.
Wait. There's no need for us to fight her directly. Sire? Nigo? Is everything ready?
I sure do hope this works, for your sake.
You bet! We can fire at any time!
Get back inside the school! Post haste!
It's time to use the new weapon, huh?
Wait, new weapon?
You never told us nothing about that.
Yeah, we'll explain later. Don't worry about it. Everybody looked confused. Obviously, Sire, Nigo, and Hiroko hadn't felt it necessary to tell them about the bomb.
There's no time. We'll explain later.
Trust me, guys. Just get out of here.
The others responded to my order and ran back towards the school. Hiroko and I brought up the rear. Once we were all inside, I turned back and saw Veshnes walking slowly across the battlefield toward us. It was now or never.
Fire when ready. Gotcha. Here we go.
Undying flame bomb! Fire!
Is it gonna work, or... Oh, they just... Haha! They just spliced it! That's goofy. That's goofy. Nice work, troops. You did great out there. The credit for the final blow has to go to us and Miss Shizuhara, of course. That's right, we could have done it if you hadn't gotten those materials for us, Shizuhara. We are truly grateful. Seriously though, Hiroko, you could have told us we had something like that up our sleeve. Yeah, this was no time to butter your lips. The expression is button your lip. If we'd known, we could have helped you get the materials you needed. Why did you keep it a secret all this time? Let's just say I had my reasons. So Veshnes actually bit the big one? She's really gone now? She's got to be. An explosion that strong would have blown her to smithereens. It's true she disappeared without a trace when the dust cleared, but... since there's no body, there's a chance she might have survived somehow. I agree with this. I think she's gonna be back. Later, though. Come to think of it, that did happen in some other timelines. Even after getting caught in the Undying Flame Bomb's blast, Veshnes came back to fight another day. I glanced over at Hiroko. She was resting a finger on her glasses, a distant look in her eyes, like her thoughts were somewhere else. No use thinking about what ifs now. I say we enjoy this victory high while it lasts. I'm down for that. We gotta take our wins where we can.
No.
Then is it time for the usual? I think so. 1, 2.
Special Defense Unit, best in the world.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
Never lose, never yield. Special Defense Unit, fight on.
Oh my god, I cringed so hard at that. So, will we be having a party this time? We don't have the budget for that. Kodaka is up to here with it, bro. This is a military academy, not some hedonistic tech startup. Alas, forsooth. And so our post-battle meeting ended without any further discussion. Tired but satisfied that we'd done a good job, we went back to our rooms to rest. That night, a little while after dinner, I made my way to Hiroko's room. Are we gonna hang out, or... What? My shoes are already clean. I'm not here to lick your boots, Hiroko. I mean, I'm here to assist you with anything, to be fair, but... What do you want, then? My sofa and desk chair aren't broken. I didn't come so you could sit on me, either. I wanted to ask you something.
Huh?
You said you'd be counting on me to get us out of this loop. Let's get into details. What exactly am I going to have to do? Good question. First of all, we need to figure out an actual method of leaving the loop. Can we consider that our objective for now? If you want, but it's not going to be easy. You can't just try anything that comes to mind and hope it will work. Believe me, I'm speaking from experience. What should we do then? Don't get ahead of yourself. There's something else we have to deal with first. Something else? Tomorrow night, we're leaping to this timeline. Hiroko took out her device and showed me the timeline diagram again. This one? I call it the Killer Zombie branch. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back there. It's upstream from the serial killer and upstream. It's upstream from the serial killer and zombie branches, hence Killer Zombie. You mean... Yes, the timeline where you became a serial killer. Tomorrow, we're going there. And we're changing history. Okay, sure. Oh, brother. Day 16. After breakfast, I headed back to my room to think out my next move. Hiroko said we'd go change history tonight. That still gives me most of the day to do other stuff. Maybe I'll head back to my room, then go hang out with someone for a while. I got free time? Not too shabby.
Move out.
Still need mats. Ooh, 270! Don't mind if I do. Day turned to night. It typically does. Taking care not to be spotted, Hiroko and I snuck out of the school. We made our way along the road that led to the old lab. Along the way, Hiroko began speaking. I discovered the parallel leap machine on my 37th loop. I decided to investigate every corner of this old town and happened upon it by chance. Over the next few loops, I'd go back when my memories returned and try to learn more about it. By the 49th loop, I more or less knew what it could do and how to operate it. So we still don't know who made it or why it's here. Why were you so determined to figure it out, though? You probably won't believe me. Don't laugh, alright? Okay. I heard a voice while I was sleeping. It said, "That machine will be your salvation." Seriously? You said you wouldn't laugh. Well, now I'm just wondering what that voice was. Who said that? God? God starts with a capital G. 3 letters. Oh no. G. Sorry, it's just, you must have just been hearing things, right? She ignored me and carried on walking. I followed after her at a safe distance, feeling I just poked a hornet's nest. I still can't help wondering what that machine is doing here in the first place. Someone here must have been researching parallel universes. Somebody? Who? Researchers, probably. Yeah. Thanks for that. What researchers? How am I supposed to know? Let's just be grateful we have access to such a useful resource. Come on. Like the last time Hiroko and I dispelled our class armor once we got inside the lab. We can't wear leap suits and class armor at the same time, right? We went over this before. The leap suits repel our hemoanima. I know, but why do they have that function? Leaping is achieved using cryptoglobin, or rather using its energy waves. The infinite parallel universes out there exist in a space filled with cryptoglobin energy. It surges in constant waves and unpredictable patterns. To leap, we have to harness those waves. It's almost like surfing. We ride the waves in that space to get to our destination. Doing that without protection puts a lot of strain on the body. Yeah, I know. I've experienced it myself.
You got off easy. Serious leap damage can affect the brain and rob you of your memories and your ability to reason.
I wonder if we're gonna see that.
Hey, I'm tougher than I look.
Please take this seriously.
You almost died.
If you parallel leap 2, maybe 3 more times with exposed skin, your body will eject all of its cryptoglobin. That means no more revivals. You'll die, and you'll stay dead.
Oh, now it's suddenly serious, huh? My point is, to avoid leap damage, you have to avoid touching that cryptoglobin energy directly. So that's why the leap suits cover our whole bodies and push it away from us. That's right. Thanks for clearing that up. I have another question, though. You said we're going to change history tonight. What exactly is that going to involve? The same thing as when I went to the Hunt Mystery Timeline on day 5, erasing the Gi data from that Takemi's brain. I've got everything we need right here on this thumb drive. That's the thing Sirei gave you, right? The Cerebral Glitch Repair Program? What USB looks like that? That like doesn't even look like a regular USB. Why are there 2 prongs there? Do USBs look like that sometimes? Am I the uneducated one? The only difference is this time we'll be treating the killer zombie version of you. Let's call him Takemi 2, Tukumi, to make things easier. At this rate, Takemi 2 is going to become a killer. We're going to treat him before he can commit his first murder. But that's not all. We've got something else we need to do in that timeline. What's that? In the version of history I know, Takemi actually kills somebody tonight. Who's that? Hiroko 2, in other words, me. What? We have to prevent that murder before we move on to treat him. Hold on a minute, I don't remember any timeline like that. I don't know what to tell you. I'm the one who got killed, I remember it very clearly. Well, if Takemi doesn't remember, I guess it didn't happen. I don't remember that happening, but it's been too long. So, can't really trust my memory. Tonight, around 11 p.m., I'll be killed by Takemi 2 in the biolab. You probably just haven't recovered those memories yet. Is that why? I guess I did repress a lot of memories of that time. Hey, Hiroko, what time is it now? She tapped her glasses near her temple before replying. 9:18 p.m. How do you know that? My glasses have a clock function built into them. There's so many things, like, we're getting so much lore. Even glasses lore. The lenses can function as a transparent heads-up display to show me the time whenever I touch them, just here. It'll be a problem if you can't keep track of the time. Here, you can have this. Your device? I have another of my own. Just switch it on and it'll display the time. Take it. Hiroko passed me a little machine. I slipped it into my pocket. You said 9:18 p.m. 9:19 p.m. now. Then we better hurry. Leaping takes you to the same point in time, right? We can't go forward or back. That's true, but we can't go yet. Why? Remember what I told you about riding the waves to alternate timelines? They're from a space filled with cryptoglobin energy, so let's call them blood space waves. Sure. Anyway, we can only leap when they're at their highest intensity. What? That's why I likened it to surfing. Sometimes you have to wait for a big enough wave to come along. But when is that going to be? Take a look at the device I gave you. I took the thing out of my pocket and turned it on. I displayed some kind of diagram of the waves along with 2 times. Between 10:20 p.m. and 1:15 a.m. tonight? Yes, won't be able to leap during that time. But you said Takumi 2 kills Hiroko 2 at 11 p.m. So even if we leap as soon as that window opens, we'll only have 40 minutes. That's right. 40 minutes to get it all done. Well, good luck. But it takes over half an hour just to get back to the school from here. Oh, extra good luck. Would you prefer to call a taxi? Hey, Hiroko ain't stressing. Alright? There's no point in stressing. You just have to get it done, alright? Good luck. I know it won't be easy, but we still have to try. While we waited for the blood space waves, Hiroko showed me how to use the machine. Wow, it's a lot more simple than I thought. Everything sounds simple when it's explained to you. I had to put in a lot of work to figure all this out. It was at 10:19 p.m., just 1 minute until we could jump. We'd already changed into our leap suits and adjusted the machine settings. Let's go over everything one last time. What timeline are we leaping to? Killer Zombie. And what's our objective? To remove the Gi data from Takumi 2's brain and prevent Hiroko 2's murder. Good. It's time. Let's get started. I hit the red button on the control console and we both stepped onto the platform. Okay, let's do this. Onwards! I'm back in the fucking room again! I leave Slasher just to come right back. Huh? Did we do it? Did we leap? No. Don't just stand there, we need to get going. Hiroko's already on her way outside. I grabbed a fire extinguisher and hurried after her. Shouldn't we take off our leap suits first? Well, no, it's gonna be weird. No, the answer is no. I can't remember which loop it was, but I tried doing this in my regular clothes once. It didn't end well. There's 2 Hirokos. This one's a fake. It must be a shape-shifting commander. They captured me and shut me up in a cage in the courtyard from then to day 100. If you want the same thing to happen to you, I won't stop you. No. Now, pick up the pace. You know we don't have a lot of time. Hiroko took off running. I did the same when we started our journey back to the school. We still had a ways to go, so I decided to ask about something. Hey, can you tell me more about what happened between Hiroko 2 and Takumi 2? It all started around this time, actually. It all started around this time, actually. I couldn't sleep, so I decided to take a walk around the school. That's when Takumi 2 attacked me. The Gi data in his brain must have finally taken over. He chased me into the biolab. He was far stronger than he had any right to be. A Gi can draw out superhuman strength, A Gi can draw out superhuman reserves of strength from its host, after all. He slammed my head on the operating table, and while I was still dazed from that, well, you get the idea. I never had a chance to fight back. But I don't remember that. That sounds familiar. I don't remember you dying, though, right then and there. I don't know. You know what? There's no point in, like, reminiscing over it. Or attempting to, at least. I don't remember. We'd almost reached the academy. I could see the wall of fire up ahead. Suddenly, Hiroko stopped to pick something up off the ground. Is that a power saw? We'll be needing this. What for? Takumi 2 locked the biolab door behind him when he attacked me. We'll have to break it down to get to him. This is the fastest way to do that. I was starting to get a bad feeling about this. Hold on, I've seen that power saw kill our friends in this timeline. By taking that into the school, you're putting them all in danger. That won't happen. We're going to cure Takumi 2 after all. But what if we mess it up? We won't. How can you be so sure? Enough talk. You're my servant, aren't you? You said you'd do anything to help, didn't you? Takumi, I hope you know questioning this is wasting time, and then Takumi 2 will kill Hiroko 2. Okay? So can we stop the bullshit and just wait until it's done? I guess, but... Then don't talk back. Just do as you're told. Hiroko took off toward the wall, power saw in hand. I followed a few steps behind, trying to keep down the panic rising in my chest. Before long, we arrived at the school. I checked the time. It was displayed in the corner of the little window in the front of my helmet. 10:56 p.m. We've only got 4 minutes. We have to hurry. We barreled through the entrance hall and into the hallway. Hiroko kept going through the halls and up the stairs. It was all I could do to keep up with her. Soon enough, we reached the second floor. I found myself outside the door to the biolab. Hiroko had gotten there before me, of course. I saw the two of them run in here just now. Hiroko 2 went in first, and Takumi 2 chased after her. He was carrying a kitchen knife, just like I remember. In that case... I was right, the door is locked. Damn it! I pulled on the door myself just in case, but it wouldn't budge. Then I heard a noise from inside the room. That was probably Hiroko 2 getting thrown around. It's already 10:59 p.m. This is bad, we're almost out of time. Stand back. I barely had time to react before Hiroko revved her power saw and charged forward. Please work. There was a terrible splintering sound as the door yielded to the relentless rotating metal blades. Come on. Following Hiroko's lead, I stepped through into the biolab, but I was not ready for what was waiting for me inside. It took me a moment to process what had happened. Hiroko had gone in first, but now she was crumpled in a corner. A blow from Takumi 2 must have sent her flying. Bro, what? Good luck, Takumi. Takumi 1. From the sound of that groan, she was going to be out of action for a little while. And on the other side of the operating table was Hiroko 2. She was also on the floor and looked pretty out of it too. Both of the Hirokos were down for the count. Obviously, only one person could be responsible for this. Takumi 2. This timeline's version of me. Well, go on. Our eyes met and I froze up. I wasn't used to looking at my own body from the outside. It was such a surreal experience. I just stood there, forgetting even to breathe. But it wasn't long until time started to flow again, and I was dragged back to reality. Takumi 2 raised his kitchen knife and dashed toward me. Hiroko said the leap suits repel hemoanima, but that wasn't a class weapon he was holding. It was more than capable of tearing through the suit and hurting me. He swung wildly, but I did my best to dodge his blows. Obviously, I wasn't about to let myself get killed, especially not by my own doppelganger. But I couldn't keep dodging forever. He was sure to hit me sooner or later. I needed a weapon, something I could use to fight back. Right as that thought crossed my mind, my foot brushed against something. I glanced down. It was the power saw. Hiroko must have dropped it. Oh my god, it was the power saw. Hiroko must have dropped it when she got knocked over. And it was still running. You're not gonna kill this guy, right? I ducked down, grabbed it, and swung it to the side. Oh, okay. The blade connected with the other Mii's knife and sent it flying. That didn't stop him, though. He grabbed at my arm, trying to take the power saw from me. I wasn't about to go down without a fight. I wrenched it away and kicked him in the stomach. Hey, good job! He slammed against the wall and fell to the floor, his face contorted in pain. I must have hit him pretty hard. He wouldn't be getting up anytime soon. I took advantage of the lull in the fight to go and check on Hiroko 2. You should probably put the power saw down. She didn't seem to have any visible injuries, but I had to make sure she was okay. With all that strafing around I had been doing, not to mention the run over here, I wasn't exactly feeling at my best. I fought through the fatigue and lumbered over to this timeline's Hiroko, but just as I was about to reach her... Are you kidding me? Something slammed into me hard from behind. I staggered a few steps, suddenly off balance. Takumi 2 saw his opportunity and took it. As the two of us grappled, we found ourselves near the window. And then... Next thing I knew, I was in the air, with Takumi 2 still clinging to me. He must have tackled me with so much force that it sent us right through the window. Shards of glass were all around us, sparkling in the night air. This is like that one ending. I think it was in Slasher as well, where we tackle the guy. Ah, okay. For one weird disconnected moment, it actually looked kind of beautiful. But then the laws of physics kicked in and we were falling, rocketing toward the ground faster than either of us could deal with. Hiroko? Wakey wakey! Help me! My leap suit must have provided some protection because falling from the second floor didn't hurt nearly as much as it should have. I saw the power saw lying to my side. I grabbed it and got to my feet, looking around for Takumi too. He was standing nearby, maybe 30 feet away. It looked like he'd just gotten to his feet. He was still swaying unsteadily. When I prevented Hiroko 2's murder, that just left one thing still to do in this timeline. We had to treat Takumi too. I couldn't let him get away now. I tied my grip on the power saw and ran toward him. My double saw. Oh, I thought I meant double saw as a weapon. I'm like, you have two saws? My double saw me coming and ran. I stayed on his tail and eventually cornered him right in front of the wall of fire. I raised my power saw and revved it. In the light of the undying flames, the blade glitched ominously. It's so weird being on the other side of this now, huh? I wasn't going to kill Takumi too, obviously. I didn't even want to hurt him. He may be from an alternate reality, but he was still me after all. So what was I going to do? Just threaten him? If he thought I was out to kill him, maybe he'd come quietly. Wait, wasn't this also a choice? Isn't this one of the choices that like led us to comedy route? Oh my god! I decided to go with that and hefted the power saw again. Wait, something about this doesn't seem right. Don't do it. Haven't I seen this happen before? You have! You have! I couldn't have been distracted for more than 2 seconds, but that was all he needed. Ow! Pain flashed across my left leg, and my view started to tilt to the side. As I toppled over, everything seemed to slow down, and I found myself thinking, I should have seen this coming. Then my downward movement came to an abrupt stop. I felt my hands slam against the cold, hard ground. Even with my helmet on, it was a real shock to the system. I was majorly disoriented. I could barely string 2 coherent thoughts together, let alone come up with a plan to fight back. Through instinct more than anything else, I managed to stagger back to my feet. My thoughts were still hazy, but one thing was abundantly clear. I didn't have the power saw anymore, so it must be... Now it's my turn. Fear took over and I ran back toward the school as fast as I could. This is so Tom and Jerry, bro.
You won't get away!
The tables had turned. Now Takumi 2 was after me. Fortunately, he wasn't moving very fast, probably because he was weighed down by the power saw. My vision was back to normal now, but the haze around my thoughts was still there. It felt like I was forgetting something important, but I couldn't think what. Before I could figure it out, Takumi 2 made his move. He discarded the power saw, tossing it aside into the bushes. Now that he lightened his load, he was a lot faster than before, and gaining on me fast. He and I were the same person, of course. Our running speeds should have been the same, except I had a big clunky leap suit slowing me down. It's only a matter of time before he catches me. I need to find somewhere I can ditch this suit. Right as the thought crossed my mind, the outline of the school came into view up ahead. I put on a burst of speed, running for the school with all my might. I scrambled into the hallway and up the stairs. My feet were barely even touching the ground as I fled along the second floor. Finally, I tumbled into the bathroom. I held my breath and listened hard. I could hear footsteps in the hall outside. They got closer, then passed by and gradually faded away. I let out a sigh and leaned back against the wall. Uh-oh. My head was swimming. I just stood there and spaced out for a while. So, what am I supposed to do now? I still have to get that guy under control somehow. Maybe I can hide and try to get the jump on him? This suit's so hard to move around in, though. I won't be doing anything stealthy in this. It'll be easy for him to turn the tables on me if anything goes wrong, too. The solution to that was obvious enough. I took off my leap suit. Looking around, I found a supply closet and stowed it in there. Okay, I better get going. We need to fix this quick before our window to leap back closes. My first move would be to find Hiroko. She was probably still in the biolab. I walked toward the bathroom door. But just as I was about to open it... Could they have hidden in the bathroom? Guess I better check. Darn it, why do I have to pick now to think about looking in here? I looked around for an escape. There was no point hiding in one of the stalls. I get found out right away. In that case, there's only one way out. I ran to the window and opened it. I jumped out with all the energy I could muster, but something went wrong. Maybe it was the fatigue setting in, but I couldn't control my posture like I wanted to. I fell. Flat on my back, my head hitting the ground with a sickening crunch. I had really done it this time. My consciousness was leaving me like smoke blown away in a strong breeze. Yo, this plan went so wrong. Right before it all went dark, I was aware of footsteps nearby and somebody saying something.
Are you okay?
Oh, never mind. I'm chill. I'm vibing. Let's go. Okay, I thought we were really in the shitter, but no, we good. That was where my memory cut out for the day. The next thing I knew, my mind melted away into chaos and confusion. Hey, Hiroko, I had to figure it out. It's your turn now. You got it. I woke up suddenly. I looked around trying to orient myself.
Where am I?
Can't you tell? It's your room.
What?
In the SF timeline, that is.
Hey, what does that mean?
SF?
Steady Fundamental. It's the one we started off in.
Why is it called that? Are we going steady? Haha, I get that. No? Okay.
Did you have to carry me here again?
Yes. You need to start taking better care of yourself. I'm not your mother, you know.
You're a mother, though? Go man. So, we know the name of this route now. SF? Yippee!
I don't understand.
It's like when a child falls asleep in front of the TV, and their mother picks them up and puts them to bed. I've basically done the same for you. Several times now.
That you have, yes. Sorry about that. Or unless you like it, then you're welcome. When she put it like that, I did feel kind of guilty. I shifted uncomfortably and sat up in bed. What happened after I blacked out?
Oh.
Don't worry about it. We fulfilled both of our goals. Right, I figured we saved Hiroko too, but what about the other one? We don't need to worry about Takumi 2's parasite problem. I actually had 2 thumb drives. Nigo gave me an extra one as a spare. Wow. You always think ahead. I'm really impressed. Or maybe I'm not used to being around someone so smart. Given that Takumi is the main character. I gave it to Hiroko too. I revealed myself to her and explained everything. Ah, okay. Does she already know about the time loop and parallel leaping? No, not every me and every timeline has the same memories. She's only recovered a few fragments so far. It must have been hard for her to wrap her head around. She managed just fine. I should know. She is a past version of me after all. I know her history very well. I even remember what happened next from when I was her. As Hiroko 2, I injected Takumi 2 with an anesthetic and used a repair program to treat him. A program I got from a thumb drive given to me by me, Hiroko 1. That was all well and good, but she hadn't seen it for herself this time. That made me uneasy. I took out the device Hiroko had given me. When's the next time the blood space waves surge? Thinking of leaping back to Killer Zombie to check on it. Don't you believe me? It's not like that. Either way, won't be leaping anytime soon. Look at the screen. 1 to 5 p.m. on day 20. Right. We won't be able to leap until again. We won't be able to leap again until then. That's 3 days from now. So we're staying put for 3 days. That's just how this works. I'm okay with that. 3-day break. We did a lot, I feel. Do these surges have any kind of pattern? Unfortunately not. Everything from their variation to their wavelength to the regularity is completely random. The same goes for the periods when they surge and for how long they last. We never really know what we're dealing with until they arrive. We're lucky these devices even allow us to predict the next surge. For now, you'll just have to trust me. So Takumi 2's really fine now? We don't have to worry about him anymore? That's right. After breakfast, I went back to the roof to think. Our next sleep is on day 20, and the next battle is on the night of day 21. That gives me some downtime before then, but I still have to use it productively. I decided to go back to my room, then take a walk around the school and see what everyone else was doing. I'm gathering materials, so... Leave me alone! I want nothing to do with anyone. Yeah, we're almost there.
Move out.
Now, if I really wanted to like 100% this game, I still have like some people that need to get Hemo Anima to max, but I don't really care about that. Hiroko said the Killer Zombie Takumi 2 is fixed now, so where was she going to leap on day 20? I had other questions for her too, but they could wait until tomorrow. Right now, all I wanted to do was go to bed. Day 18. I wonder how long this route is. Feels like it's gonna take a while. I mean, it feels like a very lore-heavy route, so I kind of expected it to be. As usual, everyone wandered off to do their own thing after breakfast. At some point, I lost track of Hiroko. Maybe I'll wait until tonight to speak to her. Having decided on that, I began looking for ways to spend the rest of my day. More mats. I only got 30 each last time, which is unfortunate.
Move out.
Holy paper! Okay, I think I have enough paper now, but I need plants. Give me plants. Why did you ask me to come all the way out here? Sorry, I wanted to make sure we wouldn't be interrupted. But I didn't even bring my riding crop. I didn't call you out here so you could give me a secret spanking. Hiroko, you're so, like, unapologetically into this stuff. Do you want me to step on you then? No, not that either. So what do you want? It's about leaping. I was worried someone might overhear us if we talked in our rooms. Like how you ended up following me and poking your nose where it didn't belong. I nodded. What did you want to ask? First of all, the blood space waves are going to surge on day 20. What timeline are you going to jump to? You really want to know? Yeah. Can I drip molten candle wax on your cowlick? Okay.
Hey!
Why would you want to do that? I want to see what it looks like slicked down. I'm actually still thinking about which timeline to visit next. I'll let you know when I come to a decision. She's so silly. We switched to a new location before continuing our conversation. 2 days ago, you said the parallel leap machine was made by some kind of researchers, right? I don't know that for sure. It's just a speculation. That's fine. Let's assume it's true. But which side were these researchers on? Were they human or invaders? There's really no way to tell. From the looks of the lab building, it doesn't seem to have any government or military connections. Perhaps they were part of a smaller organization, or built it in secret as part of some private endeavor. I mean, think about it. No matter who built it, the machine could provide a huge advantage to the war effort, so the fact that no one's used it means neither side knows it exists. That's what I think anyway. And when we saw someone using it specifically for war, and we saw how powerful it could be, because serial battles route, that was like the whole thing there. But my god, I do really wish that route was better. It's a cool connection though. That's what I think anyway. Neither Vestness nor Sire or Nigo have ever mentioned parallel leaping either. Not ever? No, not in any timeline I've seen in any of my 146 loops. We moved again, a new location, a new question. So about our most recent leap. Our objective was to change history by saving Hiroko 2 and stopping Takumi 2 from becoming a serial killer. Did we really achieve that though? Of course, Hiroko 2 is still alive, and Takumi 2 was successfully treated. What are you so worried about? It's just... Isn't there a timeline out there where we didn't succeed? Naturally, there are infinite possibilities out there in the blood space realm. But if that's the case, is it even accurate to say we changed history? Isn't it more like we created a new timeline? Kind of like laying down new train roads to replace old ones? Yes, man. Yeah. The answer to that is yes, okay? Is that what you want to hear? Is that going to change anything that we've done? No, it's not. So stop worrying about it. Damn. Yes, but what of it? I'm just wondering if there's any point in it. The old rails still exist, so have we really fixed anything? Trust me, there's definitely a point. Why? Let's say there's a train that is destined to constantly run through a fiery hellscape. The passengers inside will be forced to endure constant pain and suffering. Now imagine we lay down a new set of rails branching out from that line. One version of the train now gets to enjoy a safe, comfortable journey. Of course, one of them is still destined to burn in hellfire. There's no changing that. But it's better than if we never added the second line at all. At least this gives the passengers a 1 in 2 chance at happiness. I like this mindset. I think I get what she means, but still. I'm still having trouble coming to terms with this. What's the problem? Are we even laying down new rails at all? What do you mean? When we left 2 days ago, things played out in the Killer Zombie timeline exactly like I remember from when I was Takumi 2. The only difference was I was seeing them from the steady fundamental perspective, as Takumi 1. Just say SF, bro. The person who attacked me with the power stone when I was Takumi 2, it was actually me, Takumi 1. That must feel so surreal, by the way. Oh my god. It took me a while to notice what was happening, and I still don't understand it. Without even meaning to, I ended up making history repeat itself. Almost like I was on rails, going along a predetermined route. It makes me feel like destiny is controlling us or something. And I got to thinking, what if history refuses to change? What if our actions don't create new timelines at all? I already told you, Hiroko 2 is alive and Takumi 2 has been treated. That's something that wouldn't have happened without our intervention. We definitely created a new timeline. But the fact that history seemed to repeat itself for you is probably just leap damage. Remember what I told you? Leap damage can affect your memories and your ability to reason if it reaches your brain. Well, no. Well, it did. It was really familiar, okay? You wouldn't get it. I mean, you would get it. You'd be the only person that does get it. But no, it's a whole thing. Obviously, I hadn't made my point clearly enough. I had a feeling that loss of reasoning was also something that happened because it was part of a predetermined history. Like, we couldn't escape it no matter what we did. Hiroko and I finished talking and went back to the roof. You look like you're still having doubts. I'm telling you, it's nothing to worry about. We're creating new timelines and it's changing things for the better. If we weren't, there'd be no point in anything we do here in this timeline. And don't forget your promise. I'll build us a future where we can all be happy. That's what you said. Does that help? Are you going to just sleep better tonight? I don't know. I'll go get you some medicine to help you sleep. Take it, go to bed, and forget about all these groundless worries. Understand? She left before I could respond, as usual. After that, I took the sleeping medicine that Hiroko brought me and sank into a deep, dreamless sleep. Oh my god, what an eventful route, bro. Day 19. Oh my god. I jolted awake suddenly. Judging by the sky outside, it was already nighttime. I practically slept the whole day away. The sleeping medicine had done its job at any rate. That's some strong stuff. Weirdly, my face really hurt now. I had no idea what could have caused that. Did she try slapping you? Oh my god. Rubbing my sore cheeks, I looked at the clock. It was 7. My sore cheeks. Hiroko slapped you! She was trying to slap you awake. At this time of day, there might still be people in the cafeteria having dinner. Okay, I'll go check it out. Oh, everyone's here. Hey there, Sumino, you're finally awake, huh? Right. Man, I still can't stop thinking about what we just saw. It was awesome. I know, right? So much fun. What are you guys talking about? A boot. Nigo's hidden talent, man. It was some next level shit. This bit isn't funny. Very nice of you to say so. Alright, this is day 19. I always seem to miss it no matter what timeline I'm in. It was a wonderful performance. Indeed, it was truly high-class entertainment. I was so inspired I practically ascended to a higher plane of consciousness. Isn't that right, sister dearest? Kako? Okay. Those 6 hours went by in a flash. We did try waking you up, Takumi. But no matter how hard I slapped you... Oh, it was Darumi that did. Never mind. But no matter how hard I slapped you, it never did any good. So that's why my cheeks hurt so much. Well, that's too bad for you. Nigo, could you do it one more time for Takumi? I'm sorry, but each of my shows is absolutely unique. No recordings, no repeats, no exceptions. I looked over at Hiroko. Our eyes met and she joined the conversation. You missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Apparently I was the only one who missed it this time too. This was so unfair. I gritted my teeth and glared daggers at Hiroko. She just laughed. She was enjoying this. All at once, her offering to help me sleep made a whole lot more sense. Oh, Hiroko! Why didn't Kako say anything? A little bit worried about that, by the way. After dinner, I ran to the war room as fast as I could. Sira and Nigo were there waiting for me. I turned to Nigo and made a sincere, heartfelt entreat. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit distracted by this sprite because I keep imagining the edit of Nigo just showing bare ass cheeks. It's infiltrated my brain every time I see this sprite. Please, just this once. I don't need the full 6-hour show. 5 minutes will be enough. Sorry, old boy, but like I said, I never repeat a Can't you make an exception? Give it up, Sumino. Oh, come on, you two always do whatever Hiroko says. I'm afraid I don't follow. The cerebral glitch repair program, you gave that to her when she asked for it, right? Yeah, well, Shizuhara said she really needed it. And that was enough for you to hand it over? No, of course not. Oh, this was on day 4, right? Shizuhara came to us and told us about the time loop.
She even told us top secret intel only Nigo and I should know about. That's what convinced me she was telling the truth. And that's when she made us an offer we couldn't refuse. I know which days the enemy attacks will happen. I'll share this information with you, but you have to do as I say in return. I mean, who's gonna turn down a deal like that? Her ultimate goal is for all of you to survive through to day 100. In other words, she wants to win the war just like we do. Her interests and ours match up. so it only seemed natural that we agree to work together. Hence, why I gave her the thumb drive.
See, Siri, I guess you could be reasonable sometimes. Do you feel the same, Nigo? You mean, is that why I comply with Miss Shizuhara's requests? I nodded. Not exactly. It's more that I feel indebted to her. She went to the trouble of forcing me away from Second to Last Defense Academy on day 6 after all. If I'd stayed there, it'd surely be a pile of lifeless scrap by now. And I've been obliged to self-destruct at some point, and, well, I'm just so grateful that I didn't have to come to that. I didn't give up. I begged Nigo to show me his hidden talent for a while after that. But my pleas fell on deaf ears and I had to leave disappointed. I bet it's not even all that, man. Don't worry about it. I returned to my room and got into bed. Despite not doing very much during the day, I fell asleep pretty easily. That night I had a dream about Nigo juggling flaming torches while playing the theremin. What an odd bit. Day 20. Time to leap! After breakfast, I went looking for Hiroko. I found her up on the roof. I made sure no one else was around before speaking to her. Hey, you got a minute? You want to know about today's leap, I assume? We can go starting from 1 PM, right? There's still plenty of time to train in the meantime. Don't forget, we have a battle coming up tomorrow night. Have you decided where we're going? Yes, to the Retsnam timeline. Oh, so you... I thought... if you were going to say anything regarding Retsnam, because wait, didn't we see in Retsnam? Didn't we see 2 people in suits? Okay, so that was Hiroko talking to me. Anyway, I thought you would call it like Monster or something. But yeah, that it is the Retsnam route. You are correct. Retsnam? I suppose you don't know about that one, or you just haven't remembered it yet. In that timeline, you and Dami are raising a strange creature called Retsnam. Okay, but why are we leaping there? To find someone, specifically a mysterious old person. The old man! For some reason, he only appears in certain timelines. For some reason. You won't find him here in the steady fundamental branch, no matter how hard we look. But he's there in the Retsnam timeline? I think so. I met him there once before. I was exploring the ruins and found him standing outside a cave. Then he said something. It looks to me like you're caught in the cursed cycle. I could only vaguely remember, but that phrase sounded familiar to me too. I don't recover my memories at that point. I don't... It doesn't sound familiar to me, talking to me, but I hope we get flashbacks. So I didn't recognize the significance of what he said. But I do now. When he spoke about a cursed cycle, he was referring to the time loop. So whoever this guy is, he knows about the loop? Yes, and there's a chance he also knows how to leave it. I gulped. With that in mind, we're leaping to that timeline this afternoon. But... no buts. Just be a good servant and do as you're told. Do I make myself clear? She left before I could respond, as usual. Retsnam, huh? Nope, still doesn't ring any bells. But if this strange old man could tell us how to escape the loop, that would be a big step forward. My heart beat faster just at the thought of it. I'd have to wait until the afternoon for the main event. I still had the first part of the day free. I decided to go see if I could find a way to use that time productively. I think I'm gonna cut it at 3 hours, because I did wake up at like 3 AM. And I'm getting pretty tired. So if I wake up after a nap, if I wake up at a good time after a nap, I'll click the start stream button again and continue this. But I mean, hey, we finished 2 routes. And we got through almost 2 hours worth of SF. I don't think that's bad. Or maybe I'll go make coffee instead. Who knows? God damn it! Okay, I'm going to bed. Not like bed in game. "12:59 PM. We set up the machine and had our leap suits on ready. Now we just had to wait. When it was almost time, Hiroko spoke up suddenly. Let's do a recap before we leave. Like last time, which timeline are we leaping to? The Retsnam timeline. And what's our objective? To find the old man and ask him about the cursed cycle. Good. I'm glad you have a grasp on the basics. The moment she finished speaking, I saw the time change to 1 PM in the corner of my eye. You want to get going? Hiroko pressed the red button and the two of us stepped stepped onto the round platform.
No.
Yes, let's do this. Ikuzo. So this is the Retsnom timeline. Everything looks just the same to me. Obviously. Were you expecting to see dinosaurs walking around or something? It's my third time leaping to a parallel universe, but it still doesn't feel real. In a broad sense, these alternate timelines aren't that different from our own. By the way, about our leap suits. We're keeping them on. You never know when we might run into someone unexpectedly. I thought you remembered what happened in this timeline. Do you remember what you had for dinner 3 nights ago? I don't actually. Oh, damn it! I've been doing this for at least 146 loops. I can't remember every detail from every timeline. Huh, I never thought of it like that. So where do we find this old man we're looking for? Like I said, I found him outside a cave the first time. I don't know if he'll be there now, but it's worth a try. Okay, let's go check it out. I don't see any caves around here. How much farther is it? What, do you have a problem with walking? No, I was just asking. Then stop flapping your gums and start moving your feet. Or curl up in a ball like an armadillo and I'll kick you all the way there. Pardon me for breathing. It did as Hiroko said, that part about staying quiet and walking, that is. We made our way through the ruined town, but just as I was turning a corner. Hey! A strangled cry escaped my mouth. I tried to smother it, but it was too late. There was really one thing I could think about now. Getting away from here, and fast. I looked at Hiroko and saw her helmet move up and down. A nod, that was our signal. We turned away and began sprinting as fast as we could. Dude.
Hey, wait!
Who the heck are you guys?
No one! Don't worry about it. Go continue taking care of Retsnom, by the way. The other two chased after us. We had to shake them off. We did everything we could to get away, turning corners, ducking down side streets, and cutting through abandoned houses. After running around like that for a while, it finally seemed safe again. There was no sign of our pursuers, so we stopped to catch our breath. Who was that back there? Do you really need to ask? It was this timeline's version of Darmy. And you. But it's not like in the Killer Zombie branch. I don't remember anything like this happening before. I can think of 2 possible explanations for that. Either you have experienced it but don't remember, or you're going to experience it at some point in the future. In the future? No, that can't be right. I'm determined not to go through this loop again. This will be the last time I experience these 100 days, so there's no way I'm seeing something that I haven't lived through yet. At least we got away from them. If they got on hold of us... wait, what? Hold on, what? I'm seeing something that I haven't lived through? No, talk to me. It could just be the same thing that happened with Hiroko. Like, you get these memories gradually, or like you experience it, but you don't remember it, but that doesn't mean like your experience is just taken away. Like it's still... This timeline happened. You're in it. This timeline happened. You know that, right? You've lived it. But I guess, technically, it could be a version of Takumi that hasn't explicitly experienced the Retsnom route. This whole infinite timelines thing is so wonky, but whatever. At least we got away from them. If they got hold of us and taking off our suits, we'd have really been in trouble. Yeah, I don't want to have to end up fighting myself again. They're probably still nearby. We should get moving before they can find us. Old man! We're finally here. Now where's the old man? I thought I already explained this. I met him here once before during a previous loop. There's no guarantee he'll be... Marinate! We both spun around and standing there was... You're so goated sometimes, dude. Oh, my apologies. I meant you are late. It's my age. My memory isn't what it used to be. That doesn't seem like the kind of mistake you could chalk up to forgetfulness. Marinating is actually the process of soaking foods to soften them up. I could tell you a wonderful recipe for ginger marinated squash. I was just about to ask him to get to the point, but Hiroko beat me to the punch. Sir, I believe you're familiar with the curse cycle. You mentioned it to me before. Well, it wasn't really before from your perspective. The point is, I've heard you mention that phrase. Ah, yes, its stats look good, but once you equip it, you can't take it off. That's cursed equipment like you find in RPGs. This isn't a physical object we're talking about, it's the loop, yes? Let the crazy old man be a crazy old man, huh? He knows what he's talking about, alright? Huh? The time loop, that's what you young people call it, isn't it? So you do know about it. The curse cycle. It is a legend passed down in this land since time immemorial. A legend? There once existed a race with the blood of God running through their veins. The so-called Brethren of the Blood. This was long, long ago, but who knows? There may still be some out there today. These were people created by God's own will, who lived a blessed life. Until one day, evildoers from a distant land appeared, and by use of secret arts created copies of the Brethren. Oh, I wonder who that could be. God was angry and visited a terrible retribution upon a number of these copies. That is what came to be known as the cursed cycle. Indeed, a truly dreadful punishment. A prison constructed not of brick and mortar and iron bars, but of time itself. Those within it were forced to watch history repeat itself over and over again in an endless loop. That is the cursed cycle. As for those trapped inside, not even I know what became of them. Perhaps they linger there still, never able to leave, constantly longing for the sweet release of death. And they all lived happily ever after. Nothing about that was happy. Sir, we're looking for a way to leave this loop. Can you tell us anything that might help? There's no mention of anything like that in the legends. Our shoulders slumped in disappointment, but then... But now that your tension's hit, I mean, now that you mention it, there was somebody researching the curse cycle many years ago. His name was... Noriro Inone. Huh? Now long dead, he was an impressive polymath in his time. He excelled in the study of both folklore and particle physics. I've heard that Professor Inone compiled the results of his research, his life's work, into a single volume. One of his goals with it was to prove the potential existence of the cursed cycle and examine its mechanics from a scientific perspective. What's this book called? Reflections on Imprecatory Metempsychosis. I can't speak! I know it all sounds very occult, but it's got no relation to cursed spirits or sorcerers, in case you're wondering. But will it tell us how to get out of the loop? I've never read it myself, so I can't say for sure, but there's a chance it could offer you some clues. Hiroko and I looked at each other and nodded. I must say, you two are dressed rather strangely. Have you maybe come from space? Yes, not what these are for, though. Well, in a way. Something like that. We thanked the old man and went on our way. The old man is goated! We returned to the lab and from there leapt back to our steady fundamental timeline. On our arrival, we took off our leap suits and talked about what we should do next. Our only lead is Professor Inone's Reflections on Imprecatory Metempsychosis. Can we, abbreviate that? Where do we even start looking for something like that? True, there's no sign of any libraries anywhere outside the school. We'll just have to try inside the school then. We walked back to the school and headed for the library. Hiroko and I spent the rest of the day and most of the night searching the library's different index lists. It's no good. There's no sign of that book ever having been here. Nothing else by Professor Inone either. This message came up when I searched on the PC though. The records in this database are incomplete. New books may have been added to the collection without the index being updated. Why don't we ask Sirei? Maybe he can help. So we have to search the stacks manually? Have you seen how many books there are? I'm afraid that's our only option. Well, maybe Sirei wouldn't help with this specifically, but like, maybe we could ask Shion? I don't know. I stared in bewilderment at the rows upon rows of books and documents lined up throughout the room. It's getting late though. Let's call it a day for now. Our next offensive battle is tomorrow night, so we should be fine to start looking during the day. Speaking of which, you remember which commander attacks tomorrow, don't you? I nodded. Yeah, it's Ava. We need to think about what to do with her as well. We should... I don't know, keep her. She's cool. Don't brainwash her though. Once we got to the roof, I parted ways with Hiroko and went back to my room. What do we do with Ava, huh? Or what to do with Ava, huh? I thought about it, alright. I got into bed and thought about it for several hours. By the time I reached an answer, it was starting to get light outside. Good night, Takumi Sumino. After breakfast, Hiroko and I headed straight for the library. Before we start looking for the book, did you finish that homework I gave you? I nodded and looked Hiroko in the eye. Yes, we're definitely not killing Ava. Oh, okay. And why is that? Oh. Right. Box of Calamity. You know what? I completely forgot. There's a timeline where Ava's ghost tried to strangle me. It turned out to be just a hallucination my mind made real, but still.
Oh.
I remember that too. It's the timeline where the Leo... I hate Shoma. I hate Shoma so much. It's the timeline where the Leo Jr. doll almost killed me. Or rather, the zombified, Gi-possessed creature inside the doll. I've been calling it the Box of Calamity timeline in my head. All the terrible things that happened to us in that timeline. All of our friends who died painful deaths. It all leads back to one thing. Opening that little box was the start of it all. That's true enough, but it's possible to trace it back even further. You could say it all started when I made the decision to finish off Ava. That was when she told us about the Box of Blessings. Or the Box of Calamity, as it actually turned out to be. So you want to keep Ava alive to prevent this timeline going in a similar direction? I nodded. Alright, that makes sense. I'll back you up on this. In the meantime, start looking for the Metempsychosis book. I keep thinking it's Metapsychosis. Why is it called Metem? What does Metem mean? I've got something I need to do first. What? Nothing you need to worry about. Just follow my instructions. Understand? I am here to serve, madam! I spent the next couple of hours scouring the shelves in the library. Try as I might. Wait, try as a might? No. I couldn't find any sign of the book we needed. Just as I was about to take a break, Hiroko walked in. How's it going? Nothing so far. How much of the library have you searched? Maybe a tenth of the whole thing? That's barely anything. What are you doing here, going on a bizarre journey rereading your favorite manga? Of course not. I'm trying my best. Well, in a way, I suppose that's good news. It means that there's still a possibility of finding it in here. Hiroko looked up at the remaining shelves hopefully. How about you? What have you been doing all this time? For starters, I got Kako and Ima to stop fighting and make up with each other. I also spoke to Siri and Nigo and told them any relevant details about tonight's battle that I could remember. Does that mean everyone else knows about Ava too? Yes, Siri and Nigo should have told them by now. Okay, what else? What else? Don't forget who's the master here. Why should I have to explain every little thing I do to you? I was just asking. Hiriko sighed and touched her glasses near her temple. She must have been checking the time. Anyway, it'll be sundown soon. I'm sure you have things you want to do before the battle as well. Go, spend your time wisely. I'll take over in here. And just like that, Hiriko was being nice to me. I get emotional whiplash trying to keep up with her mood changes sometimes, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, if you say so. Thanks, Hiriko. She's so nice. Okay, what should I do now? Can I explore, please? I beg of thee? But for why? Is it afternoon? It is. Never mind. I should have checked that. Immediately after the nighttime announcement, the alarm sounded.
Intruder alert.
Alright, Ava. Come at me. Alright, it's about time those creeps got here. Attacking us after hours, such bold-faced insolence. Alright, losing sleep is bad for your skin. Don't sweat it, I'll finish this in 5 minutes, tops. I'm starting to wish I didn't eat that curry before bed. Why would you eat curry this late in the day? I don't know, sometimes people are just in the mood. Curry sounds delicious. I don't want it any time during the day. You knew there'd be an enemy attack around this time, didn't you? I did, but it was a plate of my Osuzuki curry. Gotcha, makes total sense now. Yeah, I know we can resist that kind of temptation. Let's give this one our all, everybody. Are you ready, sister dearest? Ready when you are, brother dearest. It was encouraging to see Kako and Ima on such good terms. In other timelines, they were usually on the rocks around this time, but like Hiriko said, she seemed to have got them to make up. You guys want to get moving soon? If we stand here talking too long, the enemy will be upon us in no time. Takumi. At Hiriko's prompt, everyone turned to look at me. I met their gaze and gave my answer. Yeah, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out! So cringe. It's so weird seeing a lot of them spawn on one side. Thank you.
Not enough. The holy Jumanji sword still thirsts for the blood of the wicked.
Hey, Takamaru. I think it's been more than 5 minutes now.
Yeah, well, my body clock ain't even past 5 seconds yet.
So where's this Ava commander?
What does that mean?
Supposed to be fighting?
It's been more than 5 minutes now? Like, did you set Takamaru on a timer?
She should be showing up soon. That's what Sirei said, isn't it?
She'll cover the battlefield in a thick mist, and she'll be in the middle of it.
Is this that mist we were warned about?
Well, if you open your eyes, you can probably tell.
It's kind of messing with my balance. Feels like I'm gonna spew a whole bunch of carrots and sweet potatoes. Ugh, Siri was right. Fighting with this stuff everywhere won't be easy.
Ima, Kako, this is where you two come in.
That's always how we've won this battle in other timelines.
Your skills complement each other perfectly. If you can work together.
Say no more. My dear brother and I just have to
Show everyone how strong our sibling love really is!
Just hurry up, please. The twins smiled at each other and nodded.
Right. Go for it!
Let this battle end! Now, Ava, time to take you prisoner for a little bit. Just for a little bit. In Cirei, no brainwashing. Zero brainwashing.
I can see everything!
Look, over there!
Is that?
Yes, that's the commander we'll be facing this time.
That's Ava! Enough yapping! Just hurry up and take her down!
You can do it, everybody! Special Defense Unit! Rah, rah, rah!
Hurry up. I wish there's a way to fast forward through this. Kodaki, you hear me? Add a fast forward feature for the battles.
Phew! Looks like we won! Thank goodness! Any longer and I'd be cleaning regurgitated curry off my class armor.
What are we to do with our fallen foe?
Everyone turned to look at Ava.
Please, don't kill me. My name is...
Ava, the paragon of nature, right?
How did you know that?
We know that already.
What? How?
We've got sources of our own.
I see. Well, at any rate, I beg of you, please, spare my life.
Ava brought her hand up to her mask. And in a swift, smooth movement, took it off. The boys all let out a gasp, but possibly as a response to that, Moko was the first to speak.
I say we kill her.
She's too pretty!
What?
I agree. Yeah, let's rip out her entrails.
Now you mention it. My neck's been feeling awfully cold lately.
You want to wear intestines as a scarf?
Okay.
Sorry, but I'm with them. She has to die.
Guys!
You too, Tsubasa?
I hate to say this, but I think so.
What's going on?
Even you, Nozomi? If we let her live, you can bet it'll mean trouble later down the line.
No matter how nice she may look,
Shoma?
still our enemy.
Kinda sucks, but that's just how it's gotta be.
No!
Well said.
Yeah, you're right.
What's going on? What's going on? They all want to kill her?
I'm sorry, Takumi. It looks like we'll have to finish her off after all.
Oh, hell no. Nope. Nope. No.
No.
Please, no! Don't kill me! Let me live. I beg of you. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't know why everyone's so gung-ho about it. I don't want to. But then...
Everybody ready? 1, 2, just kidding!
I'm gonna murder every single one of you. You know what? 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 I'll make this slasher out. I'll make this slasher out again. You're all dead. For a moment, it felt like time had stopped. I think my heart did too. I tried to speak, but I could only manage to croak out a single confused syllable.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Why? Brother, she is begging, tears in her eyes, for her life, and you're putting practical jokes?
Yeah, he totally fell for it! You've been done, bruh!
Kill Gaku first!
Today is your birthday, right?
What?
We all wanted to give you a surprise, so we all got together and decided to trick you.
Okay, first of all, whoever thought of this birthday present or this little trick, worst birthday gift ever. Guys, read the room. Ava's literally bawling her eyes out. What are we doing?
Guys, it's not my birthday. And even if it was, this isn't the kind of surprise anyone would want.
Agreed.
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff, man.
Why are we doing this right now?
Anyway, I'm glad we got this chance to shake you up a little.
Why? Hiroko, was this your idea?
You are? Why?
Lately, it feels like you've been keeping your distance from the rest of us.
Yeah, I've been, like, having alone time with Hiroko. Are you guys jealous?
We thought a communal event like this would help boost our affinity level with you.
Okay, guys. I mean this, like, as team leader. New rule. Never do this again. Second rule. Learn how to read the room. Third rule. If you are going to disobey rule 1, can we not do it when someone is literally terrified for their life right in front of us? Nope, I've got no idea what that's supposed to mean.
It was Miss Shizuhara who gave us the idea.
She knew you wouldn't want to kill Ava if you had the choice.
I looked at Hiroko, she smirked back at me, a self-satisfied look on her face. Then I looked back at Ava. She was taking the news well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Oh my god, I'm so sorry I had to see that. She was still crying and stammering, but now it was far from relief. Oh, wait. But now it was from relief more than fear. Oh my lord. After the battle, Ava was officially taken prisoner, detained in the courtyard. She obviously had no way of knowing how Eita had escaped those cages, so there wouldn't be any problem with keeping her in one. It was late, so we didn't have any kind of post-battle celebration. Everyone seemed pretty happy though, both with our victory and with how successfully they pranked me. They all went back to their rooms with smiles on their faces. Oh, good for you! Fuck them, bro. That just left me and Hiroko. She was still smiling that same infuriating smile. I can tell you're dying to ask, so I won't beat around the bush. This whole thing was my idea, just like Ima and Kako said. I genuinely did agree with you that we should spare Ava, so I took the opportunity to convince everyone of that, while also setting up the surprise. It was her idea! She said that, didn't she? Oh, no, she didn't, until just now. Anyway. Were Siri and Nigo in on this too? Of course, at first they were opposed to letting her live, but then I gave them some tips on how to improve their domestic cognitive reconstruction therapy. With this new and improved version, the brainwashing won't come undone, provided she isn't subjected to any powerful shocks. Ava will remain our loyal ally right up to day 100. Once they heard that, they agreed to it readily enough. Why did you do it? I don't like the— Stop with the brainwashing! Do what? Huh? Why did you set up this cruel surprise in the first place? You really haven't realized, have you? You're so cute when you're facing a situation that looks absolutely hopeless. Your face gets all tense, you go as white as a sheet, and you practically drench yourself in cold sweat. You look like a peeled banana that's been sitting out in the sun. Why did I do this? It's really nothing special, I just wanted to see that look on your face. You're so weird. It's so hot though. Well, good night. With that last remark, Hiroko walked away. I was left standing there and heaved a sigh of relief, so it could have been made of solid lead. Oh my god. 22. After a late breakfast, I went to the courtyard to check on Ava. But when I got there... Yeah, she's getting brainwashed as we speak. She couldn't have escaped already, could she? That's when I noticed I wasn't alone. Yugamu. You here to see Ava? Sorry, but she's not here. Yeah, I can see that. She's in the infirmary. Apparently Sire is brainwashing her. I'm so jealous. You think he'll throw in some physical torture to really make the conditioning sink in? I'm getting chills imagining what kind of atrocities he's committing in there. I wish I could be there to watch. Sire was very firm, though. No one's allowed in until the process is complete. How mortifying. I keep having to look over every time I say his name. Because my phone was about to turn off and then, like, ooh! I heard Siri! What happened? You need me? I reluctantly gave up on talking to Ava and headed for the library. When I arrived, somebody else was already there. Hiroko. You're late. Have you been off shooting the breeze somewhere? Yeah, I almost hit it too. I told Hiroko about Ava. Her reaction was more or less what I'd expected. I don't want to sound too dismissive, but you already knew she was going to be brainwashed once we took her prisoner. I guess so, but... Take your mind off of it and get to work. Back to looking for the book, huh? One more thing before you start. Your joke about shooting the breeze and almost hitting it just now, it wasn't the least bit funny. I think you did find it a little bit funny. Alright, let's get to it. In that moment, my face probably looked like a peeled banana that had been in the sun too long. But I didn't want to give Hiroko the satisfaction of seeing it. I turned away and began examining the books on the shelves, searching for the title we wanted. Hours went by, but we still failed to turn up reflections on imprecatory metempsychosis. Oh my god, that always gets me. Don't get discouraged, we still only searched 40% of what's here. So we're not even halfway, that's depressing. No, it means we still have hope. If we searched everything and still hadn't found it, that would be depressing. I admire your optimism. While I sighed in exhaustion, Hiroko tapped her glasses by her temple. It's almost evening. Let's call it a day here. Huh? Already? Don't forget what Shoma said yesterday.
Lately, it feels like you've been keeping your distance from the rest of us.
As our captain, you need to maintain a good relationship with all your team members. That's true. So you want me to use this time to go hang out with someone? Well, I'm not going to. Hiroko nodded. I'll go crazy if I have to spend the whole day in here. I'm going to go somewhere else for a while, so you may as well take a break too. I left Hiroko to do her own thing and went back to my room. Coming back here feels like a good way to center myself. It was almost like getting a fresh start on my day. After taking a moment to get my thoughts in order, I headed out like usual. It's afternoon. I'm going to bed. Evening came and went. On my way back to my room after dinner, I happened to see Hiroko in the hallway. She didn't notice me and kept on walking until she reached the door to the gym. She opened it and went inside. What could she be doing in there? Curious, I followed her. You're always sneaking around. What? Are you stalking me now? No, I just saw you going in here and wondered if something was up. Nothing's up here, apart from the punching bags, the lights, and that weird statue. So, what are you doing? It's hard to explain, but I just got the feeling that I'd find him in here. Him? Do you mean me? Oh, Shion! Well, I guess you're not named Shion. Oh, never mind. You are... She's gonna call you Shion. Shion. Shion? Yes, that's my name, though I'm not really used to it yet. Apparently it's what I was called in some of the other timelines you've experienced. I was majorly confused now. What's going on here? Bro doesn't remember. Okay, so you two have met before. And Hiroko told you about you. Oh my god. And Hiroko told you about being called Shion? Both of them nodded. But all this is news to me. Why don't I know about any timelines where you've been given that name? You probably just don't remember them yet, unless you're going to experience them later. Shion, I did have a vague feeling like I'd heard it before somewhere. I told him everything else about us, too. Time loop and parallel leaping included. You don't need to hold back around me. Ask me about anything. I'll do my best to help. I thought for a moment, was there anything? I know this is a long shot, but do you have any idea how we can get out of the loop? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. I agree that the time loop was probably caused by your specialist skills, but that's all I can say for sure. What's Hiroko's specialist skill? Let me look it up. I don't remember at all. Ding, ding, ding. Specialist. No, nothing. Nothing comes up with specialist skill. What's her specialist skill? Special discipline. Each time Hiroko kills an enemy, she gains +1 attack until the end of the turn. This stacks up to 3 times. I completely forgot that was her thing. That's cool. So I assume it just has to do with Takami's specialist skill. Because I don't see how Hiroko's is like important to that at all. Oh my god. How about the metempsychosis book? The one the old man in the other timeline told you about? I've never heard of it. I see. Sorry, even after offering to help, I'm not doing very much, am I? Don't apologize. It's not your fault. I do have some information you might find useful, though. What kind of information? It's something I overheard Sirei and Nigo talking about a few days ago. It turns out there's something called a distress signal transmitter somewhere in this school. Well, that was disappointing. I'm sure Shion wanted to help, but I already knew about the transmitter. Hiroko probably did too. Sorry, but we knew that already. It came up in another timeline. Oh, I see. Yeah, the mystery timeline. I remember it clearly. It was in a hidden room in the basement. Oh my god, it was. Oh my god, it was. It's been so long. What the hell? We never actually used it, but we figured out what it was for, at least. A room in the basement? Not even I knew about that. Hey, why don't we go check it out now? What, even me? Of course. Why not? I mean, we're already here. We arrived at the stairway, ducked underneath it, and touched the wall, and then...
Wow. I had no idea this was here.
And neither did we for the longest time.
It's not exactly easy to notice.
Come on, let's go.
I opened the hidden door that had appeared. A little party stopped through. Oh my god, I'm too tired for this. Our little party stepped through and followed the stairs beyond it down into the basement. So this is the distress signal transmitter. Do you know what it's for, Shion? I think so, based on what Sirei and Nigo said anyway. Tell us, just in case. It's worth checking if it lines up with what we know. Alright. But there's some specialized terms involved that I'd like to clarify first. The school we're in now, Last Defense Academy, is also referred to as the first campus, or number 1, and second to Last Defense Academy is the second campus, or number 2. Likewise, the members of the Special Defense Unit who started out here are sometimes called Team 1, while Nozomi Moko and the others are Team 2. I remember hearing something like that before. Was that in the mystery timeline as well? I tried to remember while I listened to Shion's explanation. It was more or less what I'd expected. The distress signal transmitter was put here in the event of all but one member of Team 1 dying. No matter how strong they were, a single fighter wouldn't be able to win this war on their own. Instead, they'd be extracted and put on standby while the people in charge put together a fresh team for a new attempt. Once the correct series of codes have been entered into the transmitter, it would, well, transmit a distress signal. If the artificial satellite were to receive it, they send a rescue craft to the school. The survivor will get on board and be taken back to the satellite. Also, the rescue craft has a maximum weight capacity of 2 tons. Siri said the rest of the unit's bodies can be put on board to prevent them from falling into enemy hands. That's the first I've heard about that. Sounds like you might have some new information for us after all. Go on, Xion. Xion nodded and continued. When a member of the Special Defense Unit dies and loses all their cryptoglobin, they enter a state known as total death. That's what that's called? After entering total death, something called a Livor Mortis code appears on their back. Oh! Right! Oh my god. Dude, I need a refresher bad. To send the distress signal, the survivor needs to input 9 codes, 1 for each member of Team 1, besides himself. Man, Uchikoshi really did write this. That's their way of proving everyone else is dead. Then the distress signal is sent and the extraction is authorized. I'm guessing the 2 teams were never meant to come together like we have here. Only the Livor Mortis codes from Team 1 are required to send the signal. I thought so. Was there anything else? Yes, if the codes entered are incorrect, everyone in the room will be killed. Poison gas will come out of those tanks over there. It's a terrifying toxic gas capable of melting any object into a soupy mess. Sirei Nigo said that the gas masks or protective clothing won't do anything to stop it. That's horrifying?
Huh?
That's all I know. Did I tell you anything new? Hyuga and I shook our heads. It's more or less the same as what we already knew. Apart from the rescue craft's maximum capacity. So I wasn't very useful after all. That's not true. Yeah, it's enough that you reminded us that this place exists. Really? Well, that's good. Xion looked a little happy after hearing that. You're useful, bro. Don't worry about it. It's nice to have you around. I'm sorry. I have to go. I've stayed out longer than I should have today. If I don't go back soon, my energy output will start to fall behind. Goodbye, for now. And we don't want another serial battle, so you keep maintaining those flames. Thank you for everything you do. With that, Xion faded away and disappeared. So, what are we going to do about this place? We should just leave it alone. It can only be used if all but one of us die, after all. Yeah, and that pretty much goes against what we're working towards here. Getting out of the loop and making it to day 100 with everyone still alive. That's still our goal. Right. There won't be any need for us to use this room. It's better if we just forget about it. $23? I think I'm going to call it here. I am getting really tired. It's going to be rough for me to, continue. I think I'm going... Yeah, I will. I'm going to take a little nap. 90 endings, dude. We're so close. And if I wake up in time, I will... Oh, jeez. I will continue. If not, then, yikes. But, I mean, we finished, multiple Atos and goodbye Atos, so not too shabby. Dude, we're so close. It's just Mystery and SF now. I'm very excited. But with that, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.